endorsement adds cultural legitimacy and moral strength to our collective effort in ensuring that this program resonates with the values and aspirations of our people. To the Honorable Minister, the Minister for Labor and the Minister for Employment and Labor Relations, we appreciate your leadership and your dedication towards the execution of this program. The successful implementation of this program would not have been possible without the collective efforts of the Ministry of Labor, the Ministries of Foreign Affairs, the Ministry of Special Development Initiatives, and all stakeholders that came together to develop the framework towards achieving this milestone. His Excellency, the President shall in the coming days launch an interministerial working committee to oversee the smooth administration and the sustainability of this program. Distinguished guests, our vision is clear. We aspire to see Ghanaian artisans, healthcare professionals, hospitality workers, and tradespeople become a benchmark of excellence across the international labor markets. With structured partnerships such as our soon to be launched to Romanian model and future expansions, we shall be creating a safe, legal, and productive pathway for Ghanaians to work abroad while generating remittances that will contribute significantly to our national development agenda. As we launch this initiative today, we reaffirm our duty to protect the welfare of every Ghanaian youth who seizes the opportunity presented by the Work Abroad program. To this end, we have developed a robust support system, including legal aid, psychosocial support, and the reintegration services to ensure that no Ghanaian worker is left vulnerable. In conclusion, I extend a call to action to all stakeholders, both in the public and private sectors, to join hands with the Youth Employment Agency as we roll out this transformative program. I wish to thank my predecessors for the solid foundation they laid towards making this day possible. Together, we can make the Work Abroad program a success. I wish to thank the Minister for Labor, the Minister for Employment and Labor Relations for the guidance he's given throughout the formulation of this particular program. And not to expose him, but he's been a beacon of hope. He's put us on track, and anytime we went astray, he brought us back to path and strengthened the path towards ensuring that today becomes a success. Let me also take this opportunity of thanking His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, for the excellent support he has given and the passion he has dedicated towards the execution of this program. We know that in the coming days, more and more of His Excellency the President will be seen and will be featured particularly in this particular Work Abroad program. May God bless His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. May God bless the youth of Ghana, and may God bless our beloved country, Ghana. Thank you very much.
The representative of the government chair, Ni Takitaiku Churu II, our Honorable former Minister for Youth and Sports, Honorable Elvis Ankra, my Chairman of the Employment Committee in Parliament, the Chairman of this event, Dr. Ernest Ofori Sarpon, the Chief Executive, our distinguished Chief Executive of the YEA and his able deputy, heads and directors of the MDAs, my Chief Director is here, distinguished invited guests, development partners, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. It is with a great sense of fulfillment and joy to be invited here to deliver the keynote address at the launch of the Ghana Work Abroad program. This program serves as an important milestone in Ghana's development cooperation towards remedying the issue of youth unemployment. If you recall, during our campaign for the elections that has brought us victory to the imagination of everybody, that it was an unprecedented victory. We made promises to the young person in Ghana here. We told him the unemployment ranging on and the pain the youth is going through will be addressed. As a result, this initiative reaffirms our unwavering commitment to empowering Ghana's youth by expanding access to global opportunities. In fostering a structured and sustainable framework for labor migration, government will be addressing the issue of youth unemployment and also positioning our young person as key driver of our national development and global competitiveness. Let me take this opportunity to extend my deepest gratitude to all stakeholders whose tireless efforts have turned this vision into reality. And let me thank His Excellency, President of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, for giving his full support of this program. And this morning when I met him, he blessed the program and said, go ahead and do it. It is part of our vision, and the rest of it I'll follow suit with. Distinguished guests, today therefore marks the beginning of a transformative journey that will empower our citizens, strengthen international partnerships, and strategically position Ghana as a key player in the global labor migration space. The Ghana Work Abroad program is a bold step towards establishing safer legal pathways for employment abroad, which will safeguard the rights and welfare of the Ghanaian migrant worker and also reinforce our national commitment to ethical and responsible labor mobility. I have said that in this regime, in my period as a minister, we will not tolerate any situation where Ghanaian workers will go abroad and working and be punished for going there to work. We want to see absolute respect for the Ghanaian industry, the Ghanaian person, the Ghanaian youth who goes out there to explore the world and to commit himself to the welfare of the country they are working for. Furthermore, this initiative will play a critical role in curbing irregular migration, ensuring fair and transparent recruitment practices, and eliminating exploitation. At the same time, it will maximize the economic benefits of remittances, which is a vital contributor to Ghana's GDP, thereby driving national development and economic resilience. Distinguished invited guests, in line with this vision, the ministry is actively engaged in transformative initiatives such as the Fair 3 project, which is designed to empower migrant workers, protect their rights, and enhance their access to vital information throughout the recruitment process. These efforts underscore our dedication to ensuring that labor migration serves as a vehicle for sustainable economic growth and national development. Ladies and gentlemen, the theme for today's launch, Opportunities Beyond Borders, perfectly encapsulates the essence of this initiative as our nation continues to produce a growing number of graduates each year. The demand for sustainable employment opportunities increases. The government recognizes this challenge and remains steadfast in its commitment to job creation. To ensure efficiency and transparency, the program includes an open registration process via a dedicated online portal which will be widely publicized. Eligible candidates will be selected based on clear criteria, provided with the necessary training, and deployed to their destination countries under well-monitored and contractual agreements. That's another thing I profess to do, that for all companies that are taking the Ghanaian worker outside this country, we will have to first of all sign an agreement with the country they are going, a bilateral agreement, and I'm going to sign an agreement with the company doing it, and you will ensure that the migrant workers you are taking out to that country will be properly taken care of. Furthermore, government oversight will ensure that their rights, therefore, and welfare are protected throughout their employment until their successful reintegration upon return. Distinguished guests, furthermore, the Work Abroad program is strategically designed to create a structured and well-coordinated labor migration system that benefits both our nation and its youth. Through this initiative, the government committed to building and managing a comprehensive database of labor migration activities, ensuring transparency and accountability in the sector. Additionally, we are equipping potential migrants with the necessary skills to meet international employability standards, therefore enhancing their competitiveness in the global market. I visited the Management Productivity Institute, and I told them there will be a feature in providing training for these workers before they leave Ghana. They were very happy and excited that we will give them a culture, we will provide the kind of skill training and culture that will be required when you leave Ghana to work elsewhere. We have gotten it to be an inborn, homegrown training process. It is in this spirit of reform and good governance that the Ministry of, in collaboration with the Youth Employment Agency, under its legal mandate, has taken up the critical responsibility of overseeing the recruitment of Ghanaian youth for employment opportunities abroad. And thankfully, we have a young, dynamic, committed chief executive who is collaborating well, and we believe that with his leadership, we can reach out to the best of Ghanaian youth who will be willing to comport themselves, work, and get back to Ghana with the needed skills to help develop our economy. This ensures that our labor migration system is well structured, it's well coordinated, and transparent to align with our national development agenda and international best practices, safeguarding the safety, security, and welfare of all Ghanaian migrant workers. Distinguished guests, as I bring my address to a close, I call on all stakeholders to commit fully to its success, particularly through active participation in the Interministerial Steering and Technical Committee. We know that this enterprise is not just going to be a ministerial endeavor. It will be a multi-sectorial commitment to ensuring that properly coordinated efforts is made to ensure that we don't just throw away our young people or our working people, but send them out to work and earn and return back to Ghana, just as the Romanians did and are now reaching out to us to help them in developing an economy that is very progressive and expanding. These committees will play a crucial role in ensuring effective coordination, policy alignment, and the smooth implementation of this initiative. By fostering collaboration across various government agencies, they will enhance oversight, streamline decision-making, and uphold the highest standard of our labor migration governance. To our esteemed partners, the European Union, GIZ, IOM, ICMPD, ILO, and all others in Ghana, your support remains invaluable, and we deeply appreciate your continued collaboration in this effort. Ghana is a unique country. Apart from being the center of the world, which is well known by everybody, our educational system provides the kind of education for the young man to work in Ghana and be able to fit anywhere else. And this is an asset we jealously will guide. And so let me reaffirm the unwavering commitment of the Ministry of Labor, Jobs and Employment to ensuring a well-regulated labor migration system that prioritizes ethical recruitment and job creation. As we proceed, let us remain united, let us remain steadfast in our mission to expand opportunities beyond our borders. I thank you all for your attention. After all said and done, we need to do the one thing. That would mean that we are now launching the Work Abroad program, and to inform all our Ghanaian young people that there is hope somewhere, and the hope is that we have come. You have the dynamic CEO, youth maestro, and we have the chief of Accra, the king, the Garmanche, and my ministry will, together with them, will therefore formally launch this program. May it be a success, and may it be a blessing to the Ghanaian youth, and may it be a wonderful cooperation between Ghana and all the countries that we'll be visiting and will be going to work. Amen.
Amen, amen, amen. Baby, I will be out in Chiaka say and come on, yeah, papa, aha, yeah. Radio TV XYZ and a power 97.9 FM. Idi amedisi Nicholas ya Yawson memo akwaba baby a wo hwe bia na TV XYZ suni ene power 97.9 FM. And baby a wo bia na Ghana's #1 political show is born inside politics. Metsem am a regular host Mugabe Mase na bibinti Mugabe Mase ntumi ambekansa na be hia asemefa na konya kese no atena so na menene mu di dwumade se onimu di ne pepe no ntinchia kese enkomam ye papa mame fast the PS asra mo do enfa mame production team mo bomechidom the executive producer himself Mr. Calvin Asante obomechidom pa ewie me di dwumade bro wo call MCR wo be hu Abbas sa so na owura Peter ono so wo ho a omobo mechidom papa sound so ye Mr. Emmanuel Kisi ye ba camera sa yima owura Francis. That's right. Ose de ben na ye be call wasa ekropon. Ono so owaha ono so na ma wo hu ye wo fie. Na me ka also TVXYZ ade a wo call free to a digital. Wonsa betumi akai wo television so a wo betumi ahwe bi saso na me pa cho bebre. Wo call satellite so a TVXYZ wo so a wo betumi ahwe power 97.9 FM. Ye na wo so saso na me kai wo say wo call online social media platforms ni na yenye na wo so a obetumi ahwe dwumadie bi TVXYZ Ghana, TVXYZ Ghana, social media, Facebook, ube huye Power 979 FM. No so ube huye wo ansana uko YouTuber me pacho XYZ Broadcasting YouTube so ube huye wo papa ma bibia etumi akọ enkan anti bibia wo bia no memfa wonsa enka efidie no me enkoso nenda haya fisa ha na Ghana kasa ha na Ghana tie anti wodi we fidie no to ha anase wo hwe eye TV no ha ebebo wie se ensem no wentie ha wanhwe na ha hen na wo beti aha no my Ghana ni na obi aye din etie adwumedie na ohwe adwumedie abraki Nicholas Majima konya kese atena so ide yebedi enkomo ye papa TikTok so wokwa no so yenye na wo na ansa na yebehye adwumedie na ase no Ghana Water Company Limited eye abroso Ghana Water Company Limited eye abroso since December yenuanom omo tema omo ashaman omo wo eye sakomo no ene meka ho eba nungwa akwanso na nsuo since December nungwa omo nyansuo na a month bia so no mo sign the bill ba say we bill ni Ghana Water Company Limited dey na ekoso ho because bombo omo nchem omo people of eye tema metro ene meka ho ashama municipality omo nche say ye say na ekoso nti a omo nyansu ye bi say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ye chia ewie wona mpanifo amobu man momo mwenim ko Ghana Water because me kwaso wo oye Ghana Water Company Limited ye dwen wan tiase some part with the nation's capital Accra since December bi munyensu ha dwene pa since December omo nyensu say si omo so omo di nsu kwa supply mo pe na omo ton de mo bufusem Ghana Water Company Limited muntu member mba che say ni say na ekoso ntia omo tema metro ene ashama municipal no meka ho munyansuo mo fanchem rambai nso busum bia na mo de bill abase say na bill neti say na ose mutua but yem bisa sa pipe no pipe bon water na tumi flow mo mo nsa kana serious abonso since December inso nyambai ena adin mako no adwene sempenifu anhwe entom na ahadwene na mempese meka say sabotage sadia na mempese meka but mamu ye no ahadwene o mampeni yesrew umpenifu amubu man mu ansusam mu hweso ha yesremu mo mamani nkwasa asem no wo say ahadwene wuchi radio so na ye fro kansuo wo TV so na ye fro why so say banisa Ghana Water Company Limited mu yeso amu fa adi mbuade na masan de be laba mo pese mo che sen since your people of matema ashaman wo ba sakumo no wo ba spinters ngwane ne mpotem omunyansuo na wansuo ne influence wo wi na de be laba Ghana Water Company Limited sa se mi wodwen wa won tiase mu common sense na wo mun sen yesremu se bibi na kofa mun san fan kiremu bra na ye hu se senti na nsu namba but boso 3 months boni ben Ghana Water Company Limited mu wi amasan so di mu ma de villa ba yesremu mu ma ye hu ma koso nti a senti a omo tema metro omo ashama municipality ene ngwane ne mpotem omo nyansuo because a hard journey ene de be ekono wodwen ho a wontia mun san fanche mun bai se mun ni buo emfa ma tememfo mo man mu boso de esramu mun fanche mun bai ni manim ya na ehu ma eko mun chirem na mun tu ana ho because a hard journey 3 months ni se akwa 4th month na yesimi since December omunya nsuo since December mkama ma de oso ono 1 month ni won ni ngwane ni potem mu wi anam de bill aba sisi ankofo kura so omo ton nsu no omo de ba omo pen price no omo pen no omo de man nkofo why so say bansa yes so Excellency John Dramani Mahama yenim se wo ka wo ye wo obi so a wo tieti memfo asem yes sam woni mo mpanimfo a what did to me na show mo se so mo hwe nsuo sem ne meka ho yesema owura eye muta wakilu eye nim se Ghana water we penyin a wo hwe ho momwaye cause nchemu ni ho nsuo so ma ne nipa ni nim se nsuo baba chino se baba we yo yese on beka che on krase bia week bia nsuo baba emma but we are no the bail aba sa asem ne de mpanifo mani diem yen so ko be ko ne ha adwen ti memufo bre omo kasa Ghana Water Company enimanim ya moma yehu yenya nkyem se na ekoso nti na ama nsu ni flow na se na musomo yetu hanamo ene mo ya na mo de water tankers akwa supply nsu because omo ton nsu mo pe price omo pe no na omo ton mankofo apon ne importem na ha adwene papa ha adwene obi radio tena radio program power ne kom no mo bo mama ne ha adwene pa nti muntu mani na mo hwe adwuma na so mo ye na nsu no flow no enye ntem ne flow na bibia ndedin ya banda dwuma die ne so na ebedin koma ensem ho pa na when say Ghana police service with integrity shake up abaho na make say Ghana police enya the new Inspector General of Police IGP Mr. Christian Teteyewunu na and the 19th March 2025 idea why changes to ensure effective management and operational control of Ghana Police Service. It because say changes are whole na way to me Inspector General of Police reconstitute of police management board and he says ya no edino wa yen chen kama pa and then aye babu dina usu hu ma ekoso nti COP Mrs. mame tiwa adodankwa Director General RNP ono na obehwe ho sa so na COP Mr. Paul awuni ono so service workshop Accra ono obehwe ho COP Mr. Daniel Kwame Free Director General PSO ono so baby say she obedi makotena hwe wono no COP Dr. Enescoblo Wusu Director General CVCS ono so ono na say she ohwe COP Mr. Mohammed Fuseni Siraj Director General NPD so na COP Dr. Shaibu Pabi Garba ono so Director General Technical and sana COP Dr. Michael Nkatia Frimpong Director General Finance ono no hwe ho COP Mr. Asemedu Ochre Dako ono so Director General PPSB ono no hwe ho COP Mr. Idi Lansa Seidu ono so Director General Welfare ono no hwe ho amo COP Mrs. Faustina AK Ando Kofi Commandant GPCSE Winiba ono so na ohwe ho COP Mr. Joseph Jamara Director General LNP ono so na ohwe ho ansana COP Mr. Peter Baba Atenank Mr. Baba Atenank ono so any Director General PID COP Dr. David Ajam ono so Director General Administration COP Vance Garba Director General OPS and sana DCOP Mr. Sebastian Achu Wimanga and also Director General ICT in charge of ICT more no and sana says you be a share social media odima kotenpa DCOP Miss Lydia Yakod Donko on your Director General in charge of CID and he says you no na says you odima koten ho DCOP Mr. Duty Twaruka and the regional commander Ashanti region DCOP Mr. Eric Ken Winfo on the Director General NAPD DCOP Mr. Gabriel Prince Wabu Director General MTTD DCOP Mr. Ahin Kwesi Ano Director General SD DCOP Mr. Frederick Kofi Blagozi also Director General HRD and son DCOP Mr. Frank Abrakwa Deputy General CID DCOP Mr. Francis Kwame Chidi or your regional commander Western North Region DCOP Mr. Abraham Akwe regional commander and also CNR and sana DCOP Mr. Yawu Dogby Thetega on the regional commander ACP Mr. Wisdom Oklu regional commander Volta region Akuli Sasuna ACP Mr. Joseph Copson regional commander no so oho ACP Mr. Wisdom Lavo regional commander Northern region ACP Mrs. Grace Ansa Akrofi director general PAD commander superintendent Mr. Solomon Akuli executive secretary to the IGP superintendent Mr. Kuju Abuaji chief staff officer to the IGP. Nti kuku da me na say make us say omode edina ba omobedi omo positions nti signed by Grace Ansa Akrofi Assistant Commissioner of Police Director Public Relations na ode sa dwumadi edebae nti nsesa etumi abawo Ghana Police mu no ma bibia etumi akọ enkan eno nti sesi ade say owura tete yawunu a oye IGP Mr. Christian Teteyawunu changes all the aba wo Ghana Police mono and the say no yehu omo ye administration charge of administration omo shaha ni na aba ma no so efe papa nti say Ghana Police services with integrity no say the metibia no ejuma din no mo beye na etumi akonkan na bibia atodin ede amayen nti wuhu ya hu komo anase no na that television you say na enu say Ghana Police beye adwuma ye pa ma bibia etumi akọ enkan papa okay nti yebeda say say ye ko ye enima enchaye anase ye nimansama ekoso between investigative journalist a friend Anas Arumeyaw Anas only the former member of parliament the Asin Central Honorable Kennedy Japan ye nim say ensem beef bi oha Honorable Kennedy Japan o kano anasaka Ghana had them so mebuama nsemi no mu bogu but Anas ka so mementiase enti me de beko abrochi memu na mekoso ho bia no mahwe so say ho so judgment no ebetumi aboame anase emboame na make say enra say hu video e court so how na court proceedings ni na akoso court ni meka ho yehu so no abo Japan em say na mframa ebo ne pa me so kra de ma no say ma memfa nsu kwanchema test na ensemi na ekobe nyina no make say Anas Arumeyaw Anas o investigative journalist na miadom say ensemi na mubu aye no ade a wedi nkunim nti make say the Honorable Kennedy Japan wedi for ya bonika $18 million $18 million yenya nti make say judges no cry pray say ombetumi artist no so ntremu na ewo ho no count against Ken allegation Anas is a criminal Honorable Kennedy Japan katre say Anas so oye criminal nti ono no emu ba kono no nsemo de ball no biom oka say Anas no ku ye nua Ametswale ye nim say Ametswale ne Anas team no Tiger Eye no mu ye adwuma ye kunia ya Honorable Kennedy Japan on the national TV on one television so tena so e kan say monhwe sa branti mahu no wo be hu ne bia na mo hu ne wo premises a mombo no pa anche na yeku Ametswale Madina mpotemu ho enti sa asem no so no ku no enu ka ho bi ansana o say Anas so you're responsible for ye nuanum Chinese phobia no so mo be pie mo mama ye kuku omo Chinese nationals bi omo wu o man mu no Anas ka ho bi o hye kire bi o sando to Anas so Anas ye ripa o say Anas ewimu awi nti eno no emu nsem no ansa na nneema horo akoso o chese nipa kumbi ekukusu a anas you obi odi makotene pa nti why nsem inuma anas de koto court ni nim ma eba se o se honorable Kennedy Japan so omoto nsa friend no beyi na no na we na pu abo eye honorable Kennedy Japan nti make us say there say 18 million US dollars yes say ontua nti yehwe medaho ya so sumitue ya 30 million US dollars in the total damages no but 5 million mienu a chese ya grant no the actual damages ni presumed damages no on a granted inti na no ya dia 5 million and sana 8 million so a ka ho instead of 10 million no so about 8 million inti yede ni na boma 18 million hu fia odigu anase ne meka ho no 18 million US dollars matse se honorable Kennedy upon lawyers presse o mehena o mate so ba isi ade 18 million dollars kosi broni court de yenye ne senye Ghana cedi so 18 million dollars na yede ato honorable Kennedy Japan for a wedi for insesi form nti asem no ma epiem no nti sendo a woten mu asem a anas chese wagunu hu fi wagunu hu ani mase wonsem bi okato no so a kopiem abruchi me mo na de Ghana ha de nim sensem no kokot mo hu boni ni agui bra kwesi broni de oso mahwehwem na mehuma eko nti ni na no akwedu a omode ayewe ni nti honorable Kennedy Japan hu fi ogu ye no hu nsem na no so aba ya church mu ma mo so motumi ehu bi na ekono ha adwene yi papa se sia no we ma nsem bi ho a wo ka egu bi hu fu a na wahwe nti wo hwe video na wo hwe hawa niam ekono no na ye church mu no after nsem na etumi aba nti court no mo a mo hwe TV no de wo behu abra obi manshu US of A nti judge no na o pronounce ensem no na o cheche no we odi to dwa no nti say wa wo hwe television no court no ni phone yi bi na ye no but for the benefit of ye nuanom mo tie radio no say metumi mo musu nchiem na omusu ehu na omuhu ma eko nti say ensem nti make us say the mama yenkonkotie asema judge no or the two wa America court ho
Judge, in our initial finding, we awarded $18 million and a breakdown presuming $5 million, actual $5 million, and punitive $8 million. With your verdict and your jury service in this case is complete. I truly have enjoyed working with you. You've been
a judge na o pronounce judgment no mo de kwaduni na it is honorable Kennedy Japan ye bu no for wonsem o kan na no evidence paper bia to show broni court so de ono no or the evidence na you technicalities nsem ne yenka ne bia sa nti eno na omode atodwa amunsem na eba no say how sound in the tenancy ye hu ne ye obehu honorable Kennedy Japan na ogina ho no we de court ne ka say anas mfa nenim mbro nti wo hwe television na obehu say anas no ogina ho na ne sesi pon no so a ne lawyer gina ne nchen honorable Kennedy Japan so lawyer no ye bruni a we folding the arms no nunua honorable Kennedy Japan nunua ne chiriba na okopre bantuma konyo Lucy ono so ye lawyer ni ogina ne brother chi okọ supporting ne brother no nti emu asem no sa wo hwe television na eno na eda TV no so a no so ye hunu ha no nti eno no a course ndra nti sesi ade honorable Kennedy Japan 18 million US dollars we go anas hufi wa kan sema enim de ato anas so we ne sema ama say I would say honorable Kennedy Japan ye twa no $18 million and no say be ma yembre hwa honorable Kennedy Atepon ohwe eye broni judge n'anim obi man US ofi abrofo de unkaka nsem bia mbo wasa on meka sese nsesi ade mche amenya ne semse no lawyers ne press chesika no eso betumi atekakra nti ensema abano no okay ye hu court nsem ne yeto aso de a ye beka akohwe eye Suleiman Yusuf or a spokesperson the ma eye Anas na yinkotie the details of the court judgment on the way forward a basem no ho nti enkohwe Suleiman Yusuf no so nsem ode tudwa.
A source of joy for all media men in Ghana. Anas has shown the way that even if justice is delayed, one day the wheels of justice will grind, and then those who deserve it are going to get it. So this is very special, happy moments for us, and we are happy to share this across the Ghanaian society, especially for those who have suffered various kinds of attacks and paid various kinds of attacks and retributions for fighting corruption. So we are happy, and the team is excited about this victory. We knew it. All that were said were false. We said those things were false. They persisted in it, and now they got the shock of their lives when we completely dismantled them, when we met in a proper forum in the United States. A seminal issue is whether Anas is a criminal, whether Anas is a thief, whether Anas is a blackmailer, whether Anas is a murderer who ought to be hanged. These are the words of Kennedy Japan. So for us, the damages and the punitive damages, including the punitive damages, is good to restrain him, as they put it in the words the judge put it in the instructions to the jury. It's a punishment. Some people call it correction. For us, that is good. But then, the most important thing is that Anas has been vindicated. His reputation has been restored. The lies, the calumnies that were thrown at him have all been dustbined in the American court, as Kennedy Japan failed to prove not a single one of his claims when he was put in the dock. He brought all the evidences that he said he had in Ghana, including who watches the watchman. He brought the judgment delivered by Justice Eric Barr, a judgment of which Justice Kolendi described as a violent abuse of judicial authority. He brought all of that to defend himself in court. A jury of 8 assessed all of those and said that, look, what you brought, there was no evidence, there was no substance in it, and so they returned a verdict of 8-0. So it is his right to appeal. It is his right to ask for remittiture. What he's applying for is what we call remittiture, where you tell the judge that, please, the amount that has been awarded against me is too high. Can you consider bringing the amount down? That is what we call remittiture. He has the right to do all of that. But as it stands now, the verdict is that Kennedy Japan was tried in the US for defamation. He was found to be guilty or culpable for defamation, and he was slapped with the damages of $18 million. Let people continue to live in the wonderland. I mean, this is what they said. They said Anas was a criminal and all of that. And I'm happy that they are not saying when we went to court in the US, we proved that he was a criminal, but rather they are saying that we asked for mistrial because the jury had exceeded what they call the instructions of the judge by, so after awarding the compensatory damages and the actual damages of $5 million each, the jury went on to apply what they call the punitive damages, which are normally applied in order to warn or as a way of preventing the, in this case, the defendants, Honorable Kennedy Japan, from doing or from undertaking similar action in future. So we are happy. I want to settle that part very firmly. I want to underscore that firmly. That we are happy that they are not saying we proved that in court, but rather they are saying that the amount was too high, and so we decided. So clearly, it means that all the things that he said against Anas were false. And in the US, to prove defamation, the threshold is one of the highest in the world, because the US has much regard for free speech. To prove that somebody has defamed you, you have to prove what we call actual malice. So by this verdict, it means that Kennedy Japan was malicious and reckless in his attacks on Anas Aremeyaw Anas. Now, to the issue of mistrial, I mean, you can play the judgment. The judgment is right before you, the video. The judge states clearly that your application for mistrial is denied, and that if you were interested in any other processes, you can file what we call post-trial motions. On that particular day, what they had brought to the judge's notice for ruling was the remittiture, which means that the amount that was awarded against Kennedy Japan is too high. Please, can you reduce it? Now, we have gone to court to ask for punitive damages. That is, after the 18 million was awarded, the 18 million had not been disaggregated. So we thought that was the compensatory damages, or that was the presumed damages. So when we went to court, we were going to ask for more. That is, and in the Essex County Court or in the New Jersey, the rule is that if an award is given, the punitive damages has a limit of ×5. So we're going to multiply 18 by 5, and that would have been the damages that Kennedy Japan would have been awarded, we would have been instructed to pay. But when we went, the jury, when the judge instructed the jury to go and apply what they call the punitive damages, that is possibly multiplying 18 by 5, the jury came back and they said that, look, we have awarded 18 million, and this is the components. These are the components of the 18 million. It is 5 million for presumed, 5 million for actual, and 8 million for what they call punitive. So that is when Kennedy Japan's lawyers now rose and said, oh, the jury has exceeded its limit, and therefore the judge should declare mistrial. And if you play that video, the judge's ruling, the judge goes on to how do I call it, premise his denial of the mistrial with the breakdown of the damages. And when the judge finished with that, the judge said, your application for mistrial is denied, and that if you're interested in any other thing, you can file what we call post-trial motion. So clearly in that video, I wonder why anybody will believe anything that anyone is saying. When the video, the evidence is right in front of you. This ruling is important because this ruling sets the tone that justice, and this is what Anas puts in his statement, justice must not be the preserve of the powerful. It must be a right to be enjoyed by every single person in Ghana, including the minions, the weak, those who have no connections, right? So this judgment is very important because it's going to send a shock wave throughout our judicial system and to tell them that, hey, you guys or we Ghanaians, we have to sit up and look at our judiciary again. Because how come the same set of facts appeared before a jury of 8 and they ruled unanimously, dismissing the claims of Kennedy Japan and finding him guilty or liable for defamation? And then in Ghana, when this same matter was before a certain judge, he did not only rule against us, he went on to use his judicial powers to defame Anas in his ruling by calling him a terrorist and calling him all sorts of names. It was as if there was some scores to be settled, and this is what Justice Kulendi noted in his dissenting ruling when he said he has never seen, like he said, this was a violent abuse of judicial authority by the sitting judge in Ghana. And in any case, that particular case is also up for appeal. We put an appeal in the Ghanaian court. So this ruling is significant because it tells us that, sorry, in the US, there's no jungle justice here.
Justice Kolede, honoring justice out now. Assembly so now, UTM Omu Kanya. Punitive damages, no, idea Omupe Biakahu. And the Ansha sent to Omuyan ×5. In terms of Anas Timino. Chess seminal honorable Kennedy Japan, it's ya be back. So we share a punitive damages now. Instead of 10 and on 8 million inti, and on a 5 a 10, a kawa 18 million punitive damages in a day. Yes, I'm sure it be back. Then honorable Kennedy Japan, how new we and Sema Anas, a year Nekasama for a money team, a Suleiman Yusuf, or the two diamond after a court ruling, no. Yankon kotie asema anasoso okaye efa sa nsem no akoso court no.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today I stand before you not just as a journalist but as a witness to history, a child of Ghana's turbulent past and a soldier in the fight for truth. Yesterday in the Essex County Superior Court of New Jersey, an 8-member jury delivered a unanimous verdict holding Kennedy Ejapong, former Ghanaian MP, liable for defamation and awarding damages of $18 million. The ruling is more than a legal victory. It is a profound affirmation that truth matters, that justice is not a privilege of the powerful, and that the arc of history does indeed bend towards righteousness. My story begins long before this moment. I was born at the 37 military barracks in Accra, the son of the soldier who served in an era where power belonged to those who wielded the gun. I grew up watching my nation transition from military rule to democracy, witnessing firsthand the struggle of ordinary Ghanaians yearning for justice, transparency, and accountability. When Ghana finally embraced democracy, I knew that safeguarding it required more than just laws. It needed the unyielding courage of those willing to hold power accountable. That is why I chose journalism, not as a career, but as a calling. Over the years, my team and I have exposed corruption at the highest levels, from the corridors of politics to the halls of justice. But in fighting the corrupt, one becomes a target. Mr. Ejapong, in a desperate bid to silence me, labeled me a land grabber, an extortionist, a murderer, a tax evader, and a blackmailer who ought to be hanged. These were not just lies. They were calculated attempts to destroy my credibility and put my life in danger. While Ghana's legal system failed to deliver justice in 2018, the U.S. court upheld truth. This case was not easy. Proving defamation in the United States requires establishing actual malice by a clear and convincing evidence standard, one of the highest legal thresholds in the world. That the jury ruled 8-0 in my favor on every count is a testament to the fact that Mr. Ejapong acted with reckless disregard. Regrettably, Ghana's justice system has not always lived up to the principles of fairness and impartiality. When I sued Mr. Ejapong in 2018, despite his inability to legally substantiate his allegations, the court ruled against me, with Justice Barr scandalously branding me a terrorist instead of adjudicating the facts before him. This miscarriage of justice was later condemned by Supreme Court Justice Kolende, who rightly described it as a violent abuse of judicial authority. My fight has never been for personal gain, but for the soul of Ghana's democracy. This victory in the US sends a powerful message. The media cannot be silenced, truth cannot be buried, and those who wield power must be held accountable. Let this moment be a wake-up call to all who seek to erode the foundations of justice in Ghana. Let it remind us that democracy is not just about elections, but institutions that uphold the truth, courts that deliver justice without fear or favor, and citizens who refuse to accept corruption as the norm. To my legal team, Andrew Dehere Esquire, Arthur Womega Esquire, Evans Salasi Adeka Esquire, and Odei Kro Esquire, I am forever grateful for your dedication to justice. And to my supporters in Ghana and around the world, your unwavering belief in the fight strengthens my resolve. The battle against corruption continues. We will name shame and jail. Ghana deserves better, and I will never stop fighting for a future where justice is not a privilege.
Enti now so investigative journalist na nkunimdia wedi yebeka sesa nkunimdia wedi ama media ni na ante ye monitoring kwapa anas 80 million ya mo hwese mo be pbi aka ho ya mo mbra na media no mo hwe na mo mba bua bi mo e bi hiambo apa Okay, I'm fine now. Rock Canada, Japan, Semning Sina. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, you say, Oba Bedi, President, a dear Washa say, a year, Momo West Africa, or Utuapo, Sesra, in Krunti, or the a 1 day working visit, or the Kupi Muo, a year, Sierra Leone. Omaya your friend Sierra Leone anti okupim was Sierra Leone no okupim was Sierra Leone no okupim na fa ye Ghanaian community of more Sierra Leone so bae e be share His Excellency John Dramani Mahama mana ekoso na eyefe nti make us say wa wo hwe eye kasamfoni television no wo be hu abra His Excellency John Dramani Mahama or arrive wo eye Sierra Leone eye 1 day working visit okupi mo ho na oni empenifo edin komo Ghana community almost Sierra Leone ko hia no mfoni na uhu wo television so oni biemo edin komo efe ye papa nti wo hwa wo be hu eye Sierra Leone mampanin your friend Julius eye Mada Bill Julius Mada Bill ono na yehu no se o mampani no muchia no nti wo hwe eye kasamfoyin so mampani His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana, and sana Julius Mada Bill ono so President of the Republic of Sierra Leone omo na Asia omo Asia fe His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ne Sierra Leone President and Sierra Leone for so demonstrate omo culture omo tre how omo so omo yo omo niema omo organize parade and also His Excellency John Dramani Mahama inspection fe Chese Ghana and Sierra Leone. I wouldn't say in Anglophone countries, no, aside the Yankase tribal languages, Ayekano, Kasaba Kwa Ayeka, English, and see Oba West Africa, Sierra Leone, one of Anglophone countries, and see Amode, one Mudin Koma, Bibia to me Konkai, and no, not Yehun FA, Papa. Ibio yetua enkomono so His Excellency John Dramani Mahama abu kushia nunia your friend President Julius Mada bio no onye ne didi enkomo efane trade kwan a yebetumi yedi edwa economy no yebetumi abo ma niema akonkan na yenyina no yahwe yi se ye bambosem titru ka Africa hadia ye bambosem ne wode tie nti omodwendwen kwan a ECOWAS ye behwe na ye bambosem ne atotu ne yema bibia so adedin wo Africa na ye ntse ne echina ne meka ho ye nkonkon His Excellency John Dramani Mahama abra oni nenia your friend President Mada Bio Julius omudi san common.
I think that President Madabio's report is very comprehensive. Indeed, we have discussed a broad range of issues, and one of the most important points we agreed on was to establish the Permanent Joint Commission for Cooperation as quickly as possible so that it becomes the institutional framework for us to build our cooperation on. There are many areas in which we can work together, and as he said, we discussed issues of agriculture and food security. We discussed issues of power and electricity, and how we can work together to enhance the West African power pool. We discuss issues of education and exchange, and we believe that the Permanent Joint Commission for Cooperation is going to be the best avenue on which we can build this cooperation together. On sub-regional issues, as an old face but a new face in ECOWAS again, we discuss issues to do with the issue of terrorism and the issue of the current Alliance of Sahelian States and ECOWAS. And we compared notes because he had previously visited the three countries and I had just recently visited. So we compared notes, and we believe that it can form the basis for us to continue to cooperate as members of the same sub-region. He also briefed me on the effort that is being made to get a common African position on the issue of Security Council reform, and we are very much in support of the efforts that he has been making in that regard, and I pledge to him that we'll continue to work with him so that he can be the advocate for doing that. And so these were the major points of discussion.
It is Excellency John Dramani Mahama ne yehu no abra onene nua president Julius Mada Bill omototo didi nkomo efa no kwan betumi aboa ekro mienu yetumi aye niema bom kama efa ne ade ton economy security nsem eno ho nsem na odetu dwan ebiom okopie wono sanhia Ghana community ewo ho na ono mo so bonkomo mo ma enkohwe ono so.
Yes. Many presidents also akasa. Also on the motidin also Ghana for moya there. Wa come from wa boma baso. Permit. Okay. No near some. You okay. Tax no so airport how can we be?
I am the P there, Abahana Boshayan. And I'm very much glad to see you. And I pray that day to day you come as often as possible to come and check on us. I'm very, very much excited. So I'm kind of lost for words. But then in all, I thank you for coming.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Like as President Bill says, Ghanaians are peaceful. You're doing your work well, and I mean they live very peacefully with you. And so he actually praised the Ghanaian community, and that's why he said after our meeting I should come and meet with you and extend their appreciation for the work you're doing here. Yeah, the few issues you've raised about the permits and also about you talked about tax or something. Okay, well, I'll try and raise it and see what progress we can make. Yeah, but well done.
Thank you.
Yes. God bless you. I will see you when you come home.
It is Excellency John Dramani Mahama Ghana for baby amoho. When it's a Sierra Leone Freetown, no question Ghanaian community no new omudi nkomo. Na washa ye bi se bi mo hawa omo ka se mo monene nkasa permit. Omunya permit in Excellency John Dramani Mahama ye bibi emfa permit no ho mo em say hoso taxes was ro kakra. So onka bibi so mfa tax no ho. Aha. Ne bi so say obi so ya short of where so ohun kro ntumi nka but so mani age so abehye me obi so share tri eyezu senior man de ono bu enti efe say eja okoba bi okohwese no kre ne ma ho tesen ne ma eko nti we ya de fe so a no so eko so His Excellency John Dramani Mahama kupie mo Sierra Leone no ne Ghanaian community no so ekudidi nkomo hu meko nti enema bi nkoyi a na I think so ni nua president Julius Mada Bill onne atotwe nkomo na Ghana fo so omo Sierra Leone so omo hu atomo na em say endra interview bi call so ne call so ye sister station nuanom Asampa FM and you be as a former member of parliament ma Domi Kwabenya your friend Sarah Ajosafo Odensemi kotu dwa bebre can say hey on 11 kra no so 11 na ne ninje ho 11 no so ne ninje ho and so akoye say buy ono ane papa apostle Judicial ne Christopher asafo man na no emboa ti ono so no na ya de a no so na akoye say hyebi kwan so ne niam omo ye no we na ama erezi insem bebre issues bebre ba say inti eba assembly bi owura bi owura the chamber of Ghana's parliament me che the parliament now we can say ya Joseph na so enye sister na cause o see 11 inti no yes so mba na mo the private jet ni meka ho no de no so mo man ko resa akasamfonyi no na yemra
in the heat of the moment no yenina krani muntu tudun krani na me ni susu mpanyifo wo se wo hunu ne de wo munim e bia no susu se hu hia se ye de sansem ne be den e betudwa but ade ba ko a me regret ba ko I will never levy ye de bring charge levy
said at the time this was a critical piece of legislation and now by person push it through to rescue the economy. Numbers near time. The opposition was on government, said they will never allow or more just one number more than the opposition. Adwasafo was Obeka Homa by 138. And you say you will not regret?
No. No. Oh, e-levy. Urban. Yantobuana. Abain pese yenjiji.
Sure.
Nipa, Mamfua, Ewo, Ghana, Sebia, we Mumu, bank to online banking, that kind of thing, electronic transactions.
Sure.
Ne buy I say ne buy a sort of one yemubino. Me susu say Ghana.
You had that personal conviction.
Exactly. So
say 11 mwa
yen. Esan say me baby me fi any baby I tete me papa o free grass and work grace mo.
Okay.
Just o free him and nyame aye no defo ani. Oba yen so no de atete yen na asore ni gina fo eye charity eye se eboa ehiafo ye boa onibiefo inyanka na se benimia me se na me hu 11 ni se me nam kwan na me hu oh to body ko fi brokuman just so body ni na na egu ho no wo boa no ko 500 Ghana me get 300 no watutu o se me maami wo ekura me sendi sika koman okotena so no o sendi kakra na wanyana me yatin na sit well
with you
and na me ni ma sorry mpanyimfo ni me papa mo so de matena sesa de amode ban dodo no ebeko tia ni pass it mo ahotire no be yamo enti me lie. I was torn between my church and my political party. Some the party see yanko. No, so I even consultations are omde ye de ba first om se enkoye engagement say wo grassroots ni nyama ni nyina. Enti where be a producing fee, which is Domiko Abinya, which is my papa sorry for when my papa sorry.
The brain also take
the brain also to one of the brain also sabe
Buja phone.
Exactly. Omo ye buja omo so na do so wo man mu. Na omo ti ade ya say no me reducing it to this level kokwaya to training into so awotun na odi ma ekura sese ye fa hwene ma me oyare ni ye timiti ya ye hwa. I took a firm decision, say I would abstain.
You would abstain
from it. Yes, I'll recuse myself. Me recuse it. And then me condition yam say, baby, me papa di me jina wa sorry anymore. If I had gone against that, and can you be accept me abusuya ni mu. Kwa ya sorry na ya sorry abusuya. Nti na ti safu for baby safu. And so Omokasa and Omusu, I was saying Yemisu. And I'm looking forward to that day in our politics, Wagana. Obia beti me etine mashe bedwamu. Ebe vote because anyesa party a hwepenu. Nemo constituency for ne say your party a dear kurana emwa yetini vote against. That will enrich our democracy. Now say your quality, go yin na your quality.
But did you make this principled position? Okay, party from Omo say this is why you don't want to be part of the vote. Including parliamentary leadership, no?
Because I didn't start with parliament.
Okay.
A government policy. It just started with cabinet. That is where it starts. And then Mr. Omo because Dr. Baumé, they call 2024 elections. Now, I say Oba onwa dia ye de ba ye 11 sanke yetuma no bampo a obi ye free ho amanyo fofo ya be ye nuanom NDC fo nso ba ye one of your things that budget you see 11 inti say ya the papa me bro manfo na we fom na mo ye dodo wo man mu ya de bia no wo mo sika wo mo de begidi e de behwe fie ahwe e mo atwato aso no me na nkwati no sa tax na what dream one thing inti me for me will say samre no ne na sorry ne maker ne na me papa eka ne na sorry penifo ne bebre so keka kire ye penifo so ade amode ben ebe hamu a yentie no aye
and that's why at the point Umbeki is our principled.
I made that principled decision because eneno wo ka se domi kwa binya na nkofo bi koye press conference on sa adwa safuru ni na sorry for anto aba he yanko pe data ni enhwe asofo eni sorry no dudu ni asori efomfo na wan sorry no dudu a anto aba ya ni so because omko tutia ye bebre na sha woma dwemu positi woma dwemu pise aba we ye nkoto why
Iti Sarah Adwasafo yenim se oye former member of parliament ma Domi Kwabenya oye former minister edema gender osan former deputy minority leader ona na sam no de atu dwa se ona 11 de etofi akwa na ya de anom pene so ne papa apostle Judicial ne nuanom Christa Safofo omu ye nhiem ka krom sadwei men so enti time na otwetwe ne nase na nkofo ntenase no si ade no ka ho titiru enti anom pese oba na we na abaye question a ye bisa se ye hu oba bi mbribi a oba ya na nkofo susu se nya adwasafo adwasafo ne meka ho aso na adwasafo a na nya adwasafo ensem no meka say ne kukuda mame no mu bedi nkomo wojubadi isu ye be hu chairman emeritus Joseph Kobna de Coca miankasa me popi ye be hu ne sa so na ye be hu my former member of parliament ma boom in the OT region papa ya dinina say ade be kasa efiera kra wa ha honorable Daniel Kwasi Ashamai ono so o ha ono no founder CEO edema boom FM ono so ye betena nka papa enti mo am OT ni importem so am say nan say boom FM break transmission very soon ye bagidi pa nti munya abotrema ye didi nkomo ya na hunsa apomde hu so hia yesi ye 2025 na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ne niso ade hu na o ma me ne wo no pese Ghana ye ni genti na ebe hia se ye be ko bibia disease free sickness free ma me kire na 2025 ye ma yare embe obstacle ye ma yare cross here ne meka ho na wonim se platform you know ya na hianti ye de credible health centers na de ba baby a wokwa obenya wo yare ana yare ne behwe enya no antidote ana remedy edi etuase anti de bia no ye de nkofo ma bi ni yie no mutumi tu yare ase na ye de omo ba power specialist about hospital me ya me hu doctor here ba na me pesem ka say doc nchetina fie na jame amenkasa because mena amete me a testimony I can testify say omundro ne papa mena nyade amenum bia amenka wo hwe omundro wa woni mi a wo be mi obefie wo hwe me ka ma de bia na mabɔ no den o ma je om say kinde age onso ma he na om gina ka no bia beje ndro ne bi ifia haje nkofo enle kra dance di aba no Peter Chinyefo kra ndo di dance wo fi say easy enye easy kra power specialist heba hospital omo de SK aba heba mixture sa so na hebatin ono de ebusi immune system wo yare onya bi no eboboa akwatia yare ansa na jirikajiri de mekana alaji sorugo kra team mem so ye chiri 19 day fasting easy so we obefrem we chi was second jirikajiri ni disi ho na February mo kwa abenya alaji sorugo michiawo alaji fuseni chokosi michiamu ansa na liver care no so for liver cleansing men train ma say your kidney ni liver na higher pa nti wonya bia betumi kidney kra de ya na liver ne de ono etumi san form foforo nya nduro no nom ne ade a nti me pa cho yare efre no hepatitis eye A B C D and E ni nyina no wokọ ho mbeboa eye om so eni anu hodo ba metumi ato ntia aka chosefo eni chim wo power specialist herbal hospital ko shia Dr. Henba ne maame akosua edu aya wokọ o metumi abo wetu ase amon menkasa bebre maame papa wutie mi wa wo hwe mi edi nkomo wi apedru echi kwan ana hwe bebi a power specialist herbal hospital wo ko ho na kwaje wa yare so no bekese ki Nicholas kan Dr. Henba ma akwa aba eto se bia na mpesem ka cho set na fie because me ankasa manum enye se me nume obi o wo fie bia de adanse na manum na minim maduro no he me enye obi aduro na menum because nduro na ababa no bia hwe okofa yare bebi ama ho maduro no ya ade a Ministry of Health Ghana Health Service chese in omom ye nduro na ajatom bom FDA na nte papa wonom so a wonya result over to you doctor
me da se abusia ya mo akwa ba power time bre aso power specialist herbal hospital ya de enchefri ase Dr. Panyia oda hospital na doctor akosia adu aya hode mo bibia brebia ojebre na ohwe power time da bia nsema kan aye ba kopɛ yɛse adanse papa nkrofo di fire ho TV so radio so internet ne yahodo no won so be kan adanse di for no bi power specialist herbal hospital do no afa yɛn last stop ye Kumasi won kran ɛna yewo takra di Kumasi wo fe yase ye ni Jasper Flint station di enhwanimu wo aputoja kontra se kwan ne so Lake Road ɛna yewo akra wo kwabenya ACP kwan so ne block factory no edi enhwanimu na afi takra de wo Anaje Estate Customs Road ye ne single washing bay no edi enhwanimu numbers edi adwuma na ye miensa wo de famu bia wo fra branch na ebe wo ne ama direction aba ho na wabeje wayaresa numbers ni 0555 797878 0200 383831 and 0244 544422 Monday to Saturdays any day ayeduma Sunday penny da ayeduma even holidays ayeduma aw ya branch ni nyina mu tiba bia wo bia na ade bia ha wo bia no wo de ba power specialist about hospital on san fan ko de biara eda obi a wo hwe power time summary a wakoye scan wako hospital bi ya catch or say wo kidney stones anasa kidney cysts tieniye pa kidney stones anasa kidney cysts or renal cysts ya kasa ade bi cysts ade a ahono na ensuo eginam so wako twa scan wako hospital ya diagnose you so kidney no ensuo ginam o kidney no stones ewo mu a tutumika fabra power specialist hospital say ade we ade say kosoro 10 we nipa besa 10 scan a wanya kra no besa 6 anasa 7 woni kidney stone na o kidney cysts ama wachi from how lower back ho ayawo ya ehyehew ama wonfa nyina ayawo ya wo ye ho hwenye ya na onase nyina tatai umia na atom aya affect o Johnson sam tutumika bra power specialist hospital kidney stones and a kidney cysts and tena homa ya de enku wodi agoro betimi akun kidney ho asam na ye ka no fabra power specialist hospital Kumasi and crying anase eye takrade yade ba ko eno so ha nkrofo eye fatty liver ama wo yefunu no ahyase ho no wo yefunu no aye dendenden wani aye very yellow yesi onya jaundice wo jonso a Johnson ani te say leptin anase coke obu okro baba ye no scan no na yesi osan wa site te say ensuo eta wo yefunu mu na ma oni padwe nyina wa ye hoya wa ye yellow ano ani wani aye very yellow unsam nyina aye yellow wudi agro abu da bia me ka say ansa na bo so yefunu ahono no yes liver no esiri say yekwam no so wakoye scan wako hospital yes so fatty liver o liver enlargement o liver cirrhosis tutumika bra power specialist hospital yanu ntina doctor akoso adua ya ayehwehwemu no ode sa aduro we abaye fe no adua ya liver care liver no problem bia ewo say eye fat aye fatty say aye enlargement say aye cirrhosis no say a chenchene te say de liver ya de ato anwom akyeno aye dendendene nti omu amu cirrhosis bo say ne mfe right upper adom ha no hona ye dendenden ne funu nyina ye dendenden enye just enlargement assign aye dene wonya adua ya live okay ni bia ebetimi aboa wo yade ba ko awiase nyina se ani aduro nanso da bia meka na mani age ne ye wo ho adansedie ni award ahodo eye hepatitis B. So what test hepatitis B positive? Say ya ukunu, say ya uyere, say ya oba, say ya unuabi. So what test positive amisro and shed them na ensu to make a fabra power specialist cyber hospital. Yes, say ya deal with it to us here quite negative. Then yes, I'll buy your cars or ya then I'll call near more draw. You better make sure say the wokan ayano cry by hepatitis B profile. And ya confirm some empire run a and I say no, yeah, rely just on screening. Yes, I buy screening go or jumum, was sorry, and I say, oh, call to quire medical screening can one year some modo. No, you better make sure say, dear, what can I credit? And crophobic ba, more hepatitis, people was so just or that crowd not. Obey hepatitis B profile, nay, negative. Yes, my would be. And yeah, rely just on screening. You buy hepatitis B profile, they are confirmed, obey liver function test. Obey scan and say liver and eye fat, eye cirrhosis, eye enlargement, and as I enlarge near show a more do by a viral load count. One casabo who am one do a mojanum. Wonuma drone no coin muka crabasam or a bium, but who may be a swatia could draw. Nama when it does also be a waban over the right place. Nyamia dumness a quiet viral load ribunus a negative. Yam fanasa, sentence say, do one be as a target not detected. A chester a binim. Nanso ebiana the woman a very few. What I say, a below the minimum figure na. A beka cho say a negative. Enti ya no de no ba ya no kra ne ya mfa no sa say ya ho aye de say negative. Ya be say your profile no de confirm sampa. Emu na ba kokra nya de enim ansa ne aka cho say we negative. Ti yen obi aka cho say ya sa ne ade ye negative no. Ba bia be ko bia a negative. Power Specialist Cyber Hospital, hepatitis B, ya je ho award bebre Ghana anyam last week Saturday, obi buy a hot mo ya man draw one more draw for some time. Or buy and was say so person science test in so okay. Onkoye screening no. Okoye screening by na a negative. And I'm say master, nyame ya ye wadom koye profile na ya hwe say e bia nye say bia one e wo from nemu e ya mpasa ni nyina ekwa. Okoye hepatitis B profile no na e negative. Negative about day na enim. What a day hepatitis B the master a power specialist cyber hospital. Ya ja word be Ghana and yamonane and tenafie ama ya dewe enku anasa ukunu anasa oyira anasa oba entia de enkrofo keka enkrofo ka hepatitis ho asam no bebre tan enti oso binya bia sabi obo kwa no ankasa ne fiefo ne maame ne papa ne nuanom eyi ne cop na 3 bo obedi de bibia de mano sentence say akachire mu sese okomu anampo no obi didi obenya bi which enye no kore hepatitis B me can penya mo at as say enye sexually transmitted disease yes obi wo obi hu fifire kan obenya bi okay so obi a true saliva do obenya bi sentence and transmission no eye true body fluid eye ntro obi a wo hwe me sam na ya owo bi na ni kunu ni bi owo bi na ni yiri ni bi ebete de me kan ase buku bi abeka bi asa na beka kire. Now, so practically, physically, no, and yes, sanity. The main transmission, ya the wo. What will be a would the domuso go about my babusa and sebebre? No, I say, me, this is stop and you be, ebia, me, mamma, obewono, send see. Hepatitis, and yet power specialist hospital. We no cry a woman say no, and crowfo no, and crowfo, and tis will be pet, when we say, and then crowbo. Oba power specialist hospital nyankopon adom ye waduru a ye de be maw ye betu ade no ase crab na ko negative ama so atimi ade ho power specialist hospital so ye bema ojonso asema sha say ye basabasa bema ye problem kase apa mu ba ko ye jonso ho asam bema bia ne jonso be sha se ha no sa bema no ni ahoto sentence say wodi agro ya de rubber be sha obemum na niam ade ba no edoso e bia wo chimansa na Johnson aba o Johnson do kwa ketewa bi na aba Johnson de wa man ho kwan sa Johnson man say ye de na Johnson mbai o Johnson ye o tenka sa Johnson bi akam be ma be Johnson a wo su anwene ne se den Johnson na eba de be ma mo ye ne ya ne be ma mo hyehye no o Johnson ye ne mo jadi akiri obo kra Johnson eba ni nyina ye moja e betima your prostate e betima your bladder that's a cystitis e betima your ureter na so urethra ebia your kidney and as untreated infections be into buy a yaw lab ya yaw scan ya di mfide be hwehwe mu ne ho ade pote pa saa symptom na wo so na de bae nyesa o ka se wuti o ya wonu ye onwuna ne am oduro sendi se malaria betam o tia ye wonu ba ye onwuno typhoid betam o tia ye wonu ba ye onwuno hepatitis betam the same symptom enti so ka se oti o ya wonu ye onwuno a nyanum nwunu bia na ye malaria eni bi okwa na wo gallbladder problem ubonyuma no ade green na wo liver no ho no senya problem sa ho no anase stones bam anase problem bi aba ho a etima wanum age onwuno because saade no enwuno papa enti no symptoms ne de sa wo ka ba ko a enye me betimi one symptom about a dozen ti be make sure say you better tackle the cause of symptom na wo de aba no ye ntruti just symptom enti ade bia wo de anante ache wabo ho ka bre eye so ya de we de no na du ko wom e bia wo nya hu na de pote pa e hawo e bia wo ko ene symptom na keke ene o mu hwede ma woduro enti wo de hwimpa duro e ya nanta oba power enye sanete ye be domu su ko ni tackle the cause no what the na typhoid ba wo treat it as malaria stent ni signs and symptoms no ayade crop obi akọ hospital ya ye ne lab oni malaria but because na numu ya no nyono ya na no tia ni ya na no ho ya hye ya na poso ya ni mirenti no doctor ne say oh man malaria treatment miwa no eni pado ya malaria positive ebi na ya typhoid power specialist about hospital ya wodura ibi to ase de amawo ya de bia ha obia awarefo amopa wo say ya compound show minimum ya mfase kan enka ibe mu odura ebe na ni nyina wo de no oto ase na twetwon sciatica wo sciatic nerves no problem aba ho wo de bra ebe ya massage kama amenti no mu abiebie bone fracture do mpeni mu abu pain you bone specialist ebe kansie ni a dachano enfa ha obia emro ya de bia ha obia ama wonya wa hoto no oba power ibe ye hwehwemu ya be ye lab ye de fidi be hwemu ya be mo ya scan so hia se ma ye scan obeye so hia se ma ye x-ray obeye bon mo se me chest na kuma timi bon se ya ne ya e ko pie na chi ebetima ye ulcer ebetimi aye fat liver ebetimi aye heart enlargement entu ba be sa ne mani nyina ni ahwede do de na ebaye wona yeso mu yade no mu dia danse na edoso ba bia wo bia ne yade bia ha obia sa wo de na ye osanso na ehawa ye wo dura de ba mu betu ase obo no ha nyina yo yade kopie wo twutanya heartburns adwane bia bedi bia wo di kwa na akokoda ehyehew ya na osare nyina titiriti ya na sa emframa bi agina oyam oba power e beboa wo abo wa ache enema de wa ba na edoso wo halitosis bad breath and mukankan yade ba ko a aniwu obai be hwede do de ne baye obi o diabetes a won tutini yetimi de sa problem eba ebi ade na o tirim obi de o ne hunum sinusitis ebi ade na o minimum ye tonsillitis na de sa ha amount ye be ye hwehwum ne ahwesa wo de ne de baye ye tackle the cause be tu ade no ase amount ba bia obi ane ade bia ha obi ane fabra power specialist eba hospital kumase ofeyase ye ni Jasper Free Station di enhwene mu wo aputoja contrast kwan ne so Lake Road ane ye wo akra wo kwabenya ACP kwansa ne block factory no edi enhwere mu na fetakra de wo Anaje Estate Customs Road ye ne single washing bay no edi enhwere mu na bese ne ye miensa famu bia na freyen ne no monkomo branch na ebe no ne ama direction aba ho no abejo ayeresa na bese ne 0555 797878 0200 38 31 and 0244 54 4422 yedo asese baby a woje bre na ohwe power time nyame ya duma dasene sabre yanso yede apomde ho nsam no ebebro
yara doctor Hineba se baby a yedru yenkwaje aboafo nkrato ba komienu miensa na yemba yeba ye chairman emeritus Joseph Kobna de Coca ufia saso na honorable Daniel Kwesia Shamai, former member of parliament in the in the OT region, Yanko na Yanko Jinkra to one breba, and some why you be doing come on me basia.
Upon your arrival, you are introduced to your butler, who plans your itinerary. So many activities, all in the same premises. Visit the gym or the stables, they have it all. At my break, I'm able to practice my putting. They used only electric vehicles here. This creates a serene environment. I'm told it's over 1,000 acres. My cabin here sits on 2 acres with a large terrace space overlooking my private swimming pool. Now this is royalty. They have their own farms, thousands of fruit trees. I can also have my lunch here at the waterfall. Quite a beautiful place you have yourself.
Missy Menanum. A group passa a bit bravo to be doing.
As for me, I take very good care of my grandkids. Ye dear grow. Na yes, a room maybe crana. Me bano timide or maybe gumi so weekend.
Hey, mumle,
memre. I don't think I'm catching you say. Ya no medi garlic capsules. As I stand here, my doctor said my whole system has improved very well. Medi garlic capsules. Yes, Medi garlic capsules.
Oh,
Medimosis garlic capsules. Wa mamoja dini paduanimu efurusani ye na esiesie oba ne barima mahona wodin. Ubenya edoi bi ato omonyimu pharmacy store frey wo 050 349 4885. Edoi enye mamofra enye ndi mfie dumienu. Apemfo ene emma emanofo. Medimosis unni how FDA ajije din kratui ato.
The serene environment fits into the goal of the school, which is simply to provide excellent educational foundation for your ward's development before they commence primary education. At first glance, clearly you will see why the school is called Hebron Hills International School, as the building stands tall overlooking town. With a Montessori style, we have experienced and dedicated staff and trained teachers. Our small sizes classrooms are meant to enhance teacher-focused approach where children get one-on-one attention from the teacher. Hello there. We are open at 7:30 a.m. and school closes at 2:30 p.m. After school care is from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. while early drop-off can be arranged at 6 a.m. Hebron Hills International School is located at Midye off the Nsawam Road. Locate us with GP postcode GW0688 Ga West and GPS code 06884870. You can contact the school and make further inquiries on 050-876-2375 or call the office directly on 0302-918768. Email us at hebronhills.school@gmail.com. Hebron Hills International School. Excel and shine.
Mesama wakwa badeba TV XYZ baby a wo hwe me bia wo sa wo tie power 97.9 FM wakwa e ba inside politics media so baby a edri ekukudam na agenkonya ye ba na nsem egubamba so ye betumi abe pensem baby a wo bia no me pa cho bebre for waso famye na hwe wo TV XYZ fi sen komo wo ho ye papa ye ba na ye bedi eho enkomo papa medical kase na ye wo ye Chairman Emeritus, Joseph Adekoka, a former Greater Accra Regional Chairman, at the Endi Samayeku, Sasuna, a former MP at the Mabuem in the OT region, Honorable Daniel Kwesi Ashamai Eswaha Ekukuda mina mene omo ebedi dwumadi free Sambre akosi 555 with TVXYZ ene Power 97.9 FM to be edu ne hu hia pe ebe hia se obetumi ede waso ebe famie na nkoma ye bedi no wo so wetumi etie bi na ansa na Ekukuda me no mbe hye dwumadi na so no ma memfa congratulations mami ame brother Gideon Hammond na says ya make us say when you deputy CEO National Sports Authority Gideon Hammond teach you if he one kasa down for lawyer Dennis Oforia Sedu ho or say young congratulate you party also ma abetom Gideon bibia obiano ma utin kwapa saso na mesa samo kwate kote yinya ntiese wo so hwe cycle mayo jinyame echechiao ansana chairman osiade yo aye freno aye Nana Kofi Atochi Amenfi constituency chairman NDC chairman osiade Nana Kofi Atochi echechiao papa wodwuma pa wo bo wa Amenfi East echechiao woni aye 8 Dennis Davis echechiao mu ina medidise mu hoye Gaddafi sumi yi wumfim woso wo hwe pa antinti akese enkoma oye papa na bibia entumi enko enkan enti Ekukuda me agenkonyen memo makwaba na ade ba ko a ende eye medadwen na me hawo yiso kakra ansane aba issues na nkasa so mamema eye honorable Daniel Kwesi Ashama akwaba na bibia boko de
bibia de boko
yeda nyame ase papa otie last week no wooti I'm saying Nicholas Dana Pebia Mandes Tebua woni chairman emeritus Mandes Tebua na yemia before no so tina nyame adom opima ye beto bonka chairman so de ono friend na munni ade bi wo mo ho a me didi say empanifo ni bi esua obia ni beje ye fro kra na why busy amati bi obereten call mu program so ma from me several times chairman back oni komi ho matima ba sa so na wo so mo baye mo dwene ma no ho mpanifu bi sa na ye hia mo na grassroots no so ye frem a mo je so na esu ni age nti mo nkoso nyesa me disa mo nsada o me mu na de bi e frem a
campaign manager
Otiboko
Otiboko
ye den yami ase
so na to I think 3 days today or me criminal.
Okay.
From a bomb for Diapanti. His Excellency. Me sure say District Chief Executive in Bantam and Honorable Kofi Adams. From a bomb amount for that power. Not emergency.
There's also what the
and that's sports no
it's this week in as far as okay chairman emeritus bibi aboko nyame so za chen na haboko okay ye dan nyame asepa okay mapese ye behwe bibi a ekoso bi mo chese since December omo tema metro Ashama municipality poni ade ye sprinters ya ko ye Sakomo na area ho nyina omo chese since December omunyensuo and ya dear hard and dress me no kasa no say we need chetema menim se chema matete bibi ho ensem ka ko menka bibi nche Ghana water so boso me bia na omo ya dear me call radio so ye program na dem no mo kasa chema de na mo beka mo ka bia wutina me pese mo so sa se mo de ma to
nche ye na enya be wo hwe no kram de fitanapa Obi Jume. I'm down on ice water.
I also more ye
offended. As soon as was Samuel, then I miss where is the water?
Okay.
Because for almost 3, 4, 5 years, it's so number, especially East Legon. And all most parts of Accra. It's so number. Until Obia Nedamokro, one of your sister stations, the same topic came up. Nobody is saying anything. Ghana water, was one country. Ghana for a new chief executive, and the obey undo more than 6 weeks. And so over there, all your statement. I mean, over a press statement.
No corporate.
What is going on? After
for blame be man because
on cherry crowd.
You should come and tell us why there's water shortage in Accra, Central Region, and almost 60% of the country. You can't see Yawson. No, you free Ghana water. I'm not a problem. If you can't was but one wasn't referring water, and water is life. Electricity is JJB. Your phone see, yes, Obama head, but your phone don't do me. And one man water tankers. Why a very lucrative business. Question be someone there. One hour water tankers now. What to soon? What do you soon for? That's the question. One hour water tankers. Tankers. Echo baby a tanker or one in soon. Why there? One or pointer one in soon. Na household in soon omba. A question I'm the. New chief executive. Or shame no back catcher because it seems that when I want to, they are becoming millionaires. Well, can you imagine if they are serving the whole of East Legon with water? Can you imagine how much they are making? And water company, nothing is coming there because among of fools, how do you expect them to honor their bills? But there's no sensible person who come and pay water behind or in Sumbai because I can't go 20 pipe baby amba they are useless. They're a useless venture. Until you can imagine those are what they call Funtua. If the water was coming out, and imagine the amount of money what was spent to ensue tankers when it's car. Until to the American at least see hotel in your area. At least the next 48 hours, on your issue press statement as to why these are challenges, so that you reset Ghana as you are reset as well. The Ghana water, so you are sure they are reset. People we all put our heads together and resolve it. Because water is a necessity. You can't do away without water. And we there. President Mills, time we break my sword, East Legon, offend and Medina, Adenta, they were all getting water. So what is happening now? That's the question. Oba answer.
Okay, Misa Honorable Daniel Kuzia Shama, Bibi or was over Kankawana.
Bibi or Hopper.
Was so into a Kakraba Kanka. Or don't me frail no so nam temanin important. Yentio.
Yeah, Medi kind so HIT for a chef for Nina. Anyone Cassa. Yana etadin combo. From us, you know why I cannot say a car. A tune a cunya, a cat, never trash you. Now, Medibeka Minia, the Neodiaca senior, a cat to one. Say, during Mills Mahama time, they've invested in water production or infrastructure, put it that way. And for so many years, Madina ni adenta for anyanshun in show buy. You see, who can say MPP for? Say be careful with all due respect. Oma bebu oma ti se beifo. Oma bebu oma no ti se beifo. Nye won mi se on se beifo ana obi obeye wo fia. No kunkum koda no moja sa nde odi akoda ko hospital musi we ya wu na fie ni ye enu ni MPP for. They have never invested in water infrastructure for the 8 years on betina kunyaso. But population is continuously increasing. New settlements egusu eba. The same thing they did at the energy sector. You be a tuaba to Hamom.
ye bie de ye mom ka power ni we ni nyina bi so mu say entina me ka say se bi ka I respect all of them nye political party members asem na party no government I buy no oti say before what investment have they made in the energy sector for these 8 years? I remember on the Crossroad program His Excellency John Dramani Mahama have here 2022 ewa Kimpiski oka kire Ghana for say Ghana for move energy amaya to ho mu excess capacity no nkrofo iti akonja so ade no sound na akoka 341 megawatts o inte mu be ko 2024 no the excess capacity no e be ko zero as a Ghana for anti nda nya wo na ewo inso so ma nya hwe ba na ewo mu ni say you see the governance are MPP for ebebu 8 years. This is the time we are getting the ripple effect of incompetence, of wicked governance. You get right. This is the time because Nkomo invested into it. Afena Ghana say nyamfa so from governance. But why are we not getting every sector? You manage cocoa sector. At the end of the day, cocoa from 966,000 metric tons about 330. And you see MPP people having the temerity to go and sit on the TV and radio and they are talking. And they are talking. They should shut up. What have they done? Who come Minister of Finance? Ekadaho. Governor of Bank of Ghana. What you trust Sikama Nanado Akokra Manadi? Oh, Mia Kokra. What you trust Sikama Nanado Manadi Sama inflation 54%. And so I am so surprised. Nanado by no to say before. I am so surprised. So when we say MPP near Shata, there's so called radio station so Kokasa. Okokasa mun ko fa sasika no ma mu wi aya na mu sen no mu fambra na enfanye djuma. That is the issue on the table. But me there on say okasema mesaka ada His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say. Ya nungwafo no. Even though muta tum so kakraka the water desalination plant Mahama see a building yen ye no impulso sa nchini nyina from where they are and we are using it. At common, but mean to make us say about to say 1 month in the insurance floor. To me, cover say 1 week and now 2 weeks. No crown, kakra. Intenu de ye kakra, ye nungwa affording. Ya brachem, but they say the Mahamanti, ye numan kosombo, ye numun punishon. Nti back kakra. But now is the time for us to invest again in the water infrastructure. Because when you move out, the population is increasing. Census. Say, Ghana population could do 34 million. 34 million. Population census. Now 30. I don't think I got 34 there. It means the population is increasing. A typical growing town to city, anyhow. Look, the water head head station, the pumping station. A champ on a building. A champ on a building. Ukohwa chale at washroom cra. Kitty by the city or now Hohwa is becoming a city. And so we have to look at that. How do we expand? Independence said there be a man for 2 boho. There be a man for 2 boho. Meanwhile, our youth are looking for job. Senkai to me be this water infrastructure. You say that an accountant will get a job because you make revenue na ebu kunta. And I want to make plumbers benye juma, electricians benye juma. Obia benye juma ni biaye. But we are not looking at those areas that will help to open up the economy. We need to do something about it. And this is the time. I'm sure water sector needs reset. A serious one, of course. Because Nanado are buying there. Send us be buo man sika wo ho o madidi nyina busia o mabobi o manfa nya hwe e ba musena utumi bobusa 631 billion wu kon wentumi a we agenda 111 po enye legacy project drip machine or the district assembly crown 15% no tua yo inti me bisa say Mahama tumi tua the rest 85% na drip machine no one etoye because we free at the end we 15% and obi ba betua 85%. Now some machine na program why there MPP for what they have mastered in this. And look at so, and we are doing or Dubai, and we are doing or Dubai Kronu, and we need the SHS secretariat to Mugian, free SHS secretariat. Umadi Disika, ye Trasica to what? In penny for much office in Edisica and Kodakita chases a comodium. So, what type of program have you brought? So, the water sector needs serious what? Development.
Okay.
Now you must say, we look at these communities, we can use this water infrastructure to create job. Every community we can create job with the water infrastructure. Send America office and let the person who have completed polytechnic university or technical university give them target. If they couldn't meet the target, fire the person. Then they'll know that we are all serious.
Okay. And see, you better ask Papa Honorable Daniel Kwesi Shamai. Na yete and then Kamamenko a chairman emeritus at the Kukaho. Yenshare a security hierarchy, a shake up akoso reactions. A security na changes be brabamba police for the Omari constitute a police management board and I answer some be brave. Yentio
Nicholas.
Yes.
I mean it's in the right direction. I've been there from time immemorial. Time I shall say the governance. Kwame Nkrumah Oba power no. When the president ne Majite. I'm the one kind. Anthony Zimpoda. Majite. He was the police IGP, Inspector General of Police. No, Kwame
93 and that time.
57 Sana Harley. Obey Harley. Kwame Kwana only Harley Crow School. No Harley then obey you coup against him. Even Nipa Krupa and trust in him. No Nipa every day and trust him.
Yes.
As a reader Macadam, which other Nipa Kwame Nkrumah or trust him for the police, the IGP. Only the coup. Treat this police one coup a person no coup. No kafa kutoka in a friend and a free fabrican. Now one the mastermind behind the coup Harley in the coup. Policemen. Trusted policemen. It's a Bembiaba. Mamka story been true. Time 2016. In the evening, work and resource. Now all the army commanders, the security commanders, when you are now GM if you know cantonment. When you are when you meet because he was the commander in chief. The moment I was announced there, President Mahama will lose election. Yet nani feel ye dream. You call television that. Police commanders security.
One hour when one tell bon commander. I will vanish. Hey, what a wow.
Akufa do nifi. This is Asana Meke. The allegiance, they immediately changed. That was the President Mahama. He was the president. The allegiance changed. When I was Bano Obiako. They were saluting Akufa. Wabi a banana a electoral commission wa announce. It's a dead for you into an answer. The dead for or that or ban off on Kofa or believe there on your Juma.
Security bambo Samsudo here pa.
I mean, every Trump. I was near Trump boy. Oh, the commander chief was when someone. Ghana, has it there, Minanimite, Dama, I seen Central Abadabadi MP. Dama Reverend Abazaba.
I said so.
Did they small boy? Did they challenge President Mahama? Manaba second term in Parliament. President Mahama, why Assembly member? Why why Vice President? I know we take to the Senate. And about now Facebook, television, Casa Bebe. He has put the army. And I know boy no MP no true to her. So that listen to this person today my minister
in team Fojo,
yeah. Yeah, well, President Mahama is only 65 or 70 days in power. will behave with them. Papa has been in power for 4 years.
4 years, yes, and then a crap out.
They should shut up.
They should shut up.
You can't tell him what to do. Oh no, disrespectful. Yeah, parliament in the Biafra and parliament in Teja. One of Bubu had not done a partner, one of the TV station or Yabe Yamna's wash. I was Saddam Hussein Nkrumah to about for a ton of Oboku Kurako. There's nothing absolute. Look, all the state institutions it's an executive presidency. In Bra I thought in Kobakade we breach constitution. But it hasn't been a constitution. Nobody has said there as it's unconstitutional.
Yes.
The child never change in power. I will change in power and a part also other briefing about the security situation in the country. They had to pay some more info. They should think for just to shut up.
They should shut up.
They should shut up. I seen all deputy minister of education.
About development.
Traffic light school. Morning green, yellow, black, and white. No local school. Why did they too much? And people why they did too much. And that was one case hospital. One case it's too much. They should just shut up. They should start speaking after 2027. That's the time. On pay on money the next 3 years. Not on run the country.
On
research because problems being there all day resolve. And then maybe TV, former minister for works and housing. He's talking about bridges that the government should find money and do bridges and do overheads. That also about 60 overheads, and the government should. Only 3 weeks ago, you were minister for housing.
Some more can on your affair.
Offended a voter region, Ketu, even Keta bridge in sea defense. And to my year. I can say, oh, you'll be one there, Eba now, but you're to my yet. I can get parliament, you are being. I can the government should find money and do the Swami Bridge, and do the Wonya Bridge, do the Mr. Talk is cheap. What is happening in this country because of we are discussing the budget. It was discussing the budget to be our sorrow. No, I'm going to you. From off in your What kind of country is this? What kind of country is this? It's honestly what he has done, or he has to do more.
Okay.
And other areas we are untouched here, or there also or touching or intent no or research. No there, Nkrofuka there, number 22. Or one list now why you know. Once he hates JM to the core. Baby Abuko Saba.
Frank Abrock. Deputy Director
General. On social media. Across Funankasa, now was send messages. It's IGP. IGP Shefsheni. Professor die in the wool MPP. Into one share one share. One share.
We no crowd on your GMO, yeah.
I mean, IGP. Yes. Because social media is awash with so many complaints. Into IGP Parliamentary. Mama, all of a sudden, hey, one pension will be 24 hours. Into Porto, Mawajan Koso, or Yanukwara, action, because President MPP Funo, or President Obeno, one for your Mizago.
Okay.
And for your man 2 years. We're doing the answer.
It's a major campaign for bet to me. Wow, TV XYZ Power 97.9 FM. Chairman Emeritus Joseph Kobnadi Kuka. Mamma call a honorable Daniel Kuzia Shama. Yentio.
Chama.
Shake up our bells.
Shake up by any honorable need to. onu na ma shake up yi bai o
sa
ai
to no ankasa nche ye shake up bi
David tie ni oka
ni tie pa
ono ye minister for defense osiku ensi wo krom ada onu free onu osiku betumi asi tie o niti unu onu ntina we esisa no bai e ti say former defense minister
which me be kese
o sorry akonja so be ka say ku betumi asi no ebe wa first and profile no asset say o ka say police for na yaku enyo muni entinu onimi ne o ye entinu da nyankopo say mahama his excellency etumi ahun say esese ye shake up because niti wo abonu kokko say ku betumi asi enu ntina ye sa changes no nka his excellency nko obejam ba nitu nyaka say ku betumi asi no oye former defense minister etu ni nyina safo akura no oni nipa odi jam oni bedia say ye former oni bedia akira say aha na safo anu wo enu nti wonti na his excellency no ohun say ye changes no tem e je say asema nitu kan no ewo ho say nitu say onye dua say nipa na nipa bonituma ana wadwi na o ka cho say ku betumi ase nti onim ni oye nti say wo police ni bi ya sisa utina bia na gina bia eye o ya frenitu na bisa say adenti na wo ye sa ba ma hu ade bi on social media professor ni nti a omo say ya na nkoda ntambu provide reasons for changing Inspector General of Police Reverend Prof Asante catch the president do you see these people Ghana former Professor Asante and you know catch say a peace council for Penny some time ago
me ba so ai ono
ye bisa no say no text message ana say no on Kasabium say the wanya no or see president as if look what is this professor teaching the children because when the president of the nation takes a decision nobody can question him now this is a professor talking into what is he telling the children what is he teaching them you cannot question a president's decision in any country. And I will be catching say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama on Trinentia where you done Paris, a professor of a sort. I am not insulting him, but he ought to know. He ought to know this. Professor says the Ghana for Muda Musha now. Ube say Professor Mate Susubaba says here. Me voice Nanado kwa na mumuma from Munam says on Besha say Kasa. And if a professor and at the same time a reverend will be behaving like this, what are you teaching the young ones? You should have told them that when the president takes an action, nobody can question. He hires and fires without question. And you as a professor, I will be respect now. Who say President Ombra Meka, what 0/10? These are the reasons why you can say you been kita certificate we okrum ha here investigation because who necessarily chenko that say no when the president takes a decision he has no reason to explain to anybody. That is what he should do. Now I mean for your honorable for your former deputy minister of education and you know educhum na e ka kire say ya hwe nkoda 5.7 million yeah and you know some crofon anu tena meka se ne MPP fo ani nyina every NDC fo some crofon no mu tio mu ko se dem papers amu fa omunya ataya mayanya 5.7 million people omu fa papers mu to no mu ye mathematics mu omu wie na ya bio mu so munya wie ya de chi amu do mu she hono mu my account afa na bi twum be ka kire say it is a mistake doctor ebe ka kire mu mi na mu ye doctor na reverend you get me right anu nde or temerity be ka kire bien o be ka kire say bien even addition and subtraction the basic mathematical principle want to know mu di 5.7 million say anu na ma share dia ye campaign wo krum ha na sanka mu wi ni ye number say sika kronu no be to asusa because for 2.2 million people they chop the money. If you have a raise your 7 and send a duchum the Bible catch and say, oh, it was a mistake. No, it was not a mistake. A doctor of a sort, a PhD holder cannot make this elementary mistake. ɛna honorable for dot etaneto ɛna mo di nam krum ha instead of more voice. You see, the investigation should go on quickly. Nientia MPP for Ekasa and then he said, Honorable Dr. Ayini, the Attorney General, meaning so buyer and chair. But ma Miss Raupa, Maunanian tem, and yes, sir, MPP for the Christmas is a week cake. Yo, and no more chassis is here. And no more week cake. I just say, so be the Bob 631 billion one year. All free 103 months or Ziko share bridge. Yeah, na Sika Ben Edbesha bridge.
When him say
Sika Ben Edbesha bridge.
Former President Akufo-Addo.
Yeah.
Before Paul Yesete Council of State, now assessor all the military
yes
or no say on act.
What is on? What is
so before Paul Council of State? I mean Obi and Country.
We don't, you see, now the ball is in our court, NDC. And we must work quickly. Because these people, almost Yanko fix it, who can say choir, we say go and fix it. Who can say bridger, almost go and fix it. Who can say electricity, they say go and fix it. Who can say cocoa, go and fix it. And as a casual, a woman change. Ain't a munching the panu, me say, munching the panu, to say. Professor train there no board chairman Munchi omuna omumbe mayesikanu. We need the money quick. $2 million. Jogate yenchomu omumienu omunko kanchire Ghana for baby asikanu afa. Etese uchi Jogate nkwa ose nyonu na asani uchi ameya wa konvia ose nyonu na asani why the sign get the solution, bring the two together in one room, give them the time, say use your available time. The time is available to you. Now move on best canumbra because we want to fix the bridge. Look, with a conversion of 15 cedis to a dollar. Is that not it? $2 million is equal to 30 million Ghana cedis. Is that not it? At least we can fix some 2 or 3 bridges. So get these people quick. And that is what Ghanaians are looking for. When I am to a radio station, now man for sure say, what is it? On the social media, I just have to say, school fee the rot. The case and now was central region. Or New Year audit in or see Yanko Bisana now say, audit on New Year report to Ewahi. Report to Wahi. The whole government was full of rot. And then Yan Tamunti and I'll be a kind of tabet at laboratory now or detective Amaye, a damn member, none lawyers say 2 young Pia or Kruma. Mania! How many years in Adibako? Do get to that? We should hurry up. With all due respect, Attorney General again, we have 4 years. The 4 years mandate is just like 4 hours. And the first hour is gone. The first hour is gone. Ms. Rawa, I am not giving you pressure. I am just reminding you what we should do so that the MPP people will come and support us to look for the money, because on Mangasa see Obibia Odi Ghana Sikam say Chima on the support it. So we need the MPP support right now. Let us call them quickly. Assembly should go home. One will say Usian bicycle fruit. And I want fan car na we see football park no. Uni zone to me bicycle fruit. Indeed there are some things you must be national proper results. Okay. Do that right. So those people who have the allegation issues, even Baunyanka Sankasa, young friend, go for oil when I then was soon betrayal send us here. One says the same what you say, almost about Yako Kumasi Nana, and I have call this man for go for oil. Nayan audit, not now, economist says accountant, no be plakan. Add this in 77 billion what printer man and Adonu. You should come and open the books to us. The constitution now who say I am rather you can print money to the president, the sitting president then without consulting parliament. Come and open it and let us see. Mumma favorite thing grow for you. Mumma free MPP for no move see come from bra. Now find you duma. Oh say adibia adum so almost fix it. Bibia almost fix it too. That is what they are doing. Meanwhile, they have messed up the economy. Why do we find it difficult to get the people who took money for the cathedral? Yeah. Why 58 million? Multiply it by 15. Now she say, look at the chunk of money I cathedral way, and I have a vampire in Sonata. Yeah, one of my way, come for that come, say, civil servant, this is come. Nothing in check and so much coming from emergency vote and I did the vote our Bank of Ghana. Yeah, besa sorry that I'm madam or my child vote at the Sikada. Meanwhile, the school children were crying without food and they couldn't show them why they voted for them to remove the money. So all these people need to call them. Even Nanado and Kasankasa or Shanyankupobo. I think we should call him to come. Now I will say during this thing, truth and reconciliation time, Yasopina Rollins, one call. And so let us call him. We need money. You should come and tell us the reason why Jessica cathedral and my. So these are some of the issues that we are working on. MPP for the Nintimunika say that government according to say before and MPP for individuals a woman I cannot say only before, but the government Nankasan according to say before on my sikana we bebia bauka bibia they say fix it now fix it so ye the sikana fix you sika eno na ye di fix it what the sikanu na do amani manuanya contract ni batu ni koto nongasa akoda no ye duma sen ana otunu koto nkonja ko gu ni office or come na wafa konja na ko an employee was able to be richer than the employer. Yeah, it's bloody na kupo. Abo dane kwesi asha sitting kan mamen ko. Yeah, chairman.
When you can be say 4 years is like 4 hours.
Yes.
Very important statement.
Okay.
CCR NDC. Yet na home and coffee all of a sudden. Why shall I say they will bully?
Yes.
Echo her. I can see you will complain. Some of the institutions here or MPP for the one will go. Okay, then Pedamubozin President will be appointment as deputy CEO or one of the institutions. Okrohon, Pakuno or Kachan there, Osha organogram now. There is no deputy CEO until you go as woman until Uncle if you for 1 month. The director will look okwa no onina basho.
Look at this.
Look at the impudence. Also then also no organogram now. Deputy CEO no. It is Bakuno Kofi. I mentioned the name of air. Not mention that. And then Rebecca Chem. They wanted to make mess about them when about her. Oh, Miss Mammy. Or catch her there. Come coffee. No organogram. We need deputy. Into Onya, director will call. Director no Kwana Waba in a man's time or the office man. The impudence. Making him the uncle for him as well making. And that is happening everywhere. Yeah, anymore. And before Kada NDC, we know how to win government. But we don't know how to rule. And you're careful. 4 hours, okay. 4 years, 4 hours. We need to be here. I go so if you're not. There's limits. They are getting emboldened. That is why within only 70 days, Bibia was a budget away. As if we have been in power for so many years. Maybe I call Echo Bank of Ghana, Echo ECG, Echo Water Company, it's the Abbey scanner. When they be at it, that is their mantra. Okay, share parliamentary procedures. Instead of a marker, some okay. Also, we are failed. And this, we have failed everything. And so Nayaga also catching there. Only as an American. They bear the day at them. They bear the day at them. Because we are not bearing our teeth. We should bear our teeth. For elections, your brain son and you win. Just imagine there. I end this in all power in there. It's a station and we're closing.
Oh, yes.
Into 4 hours. 4 4 years, 4 hours.
You better say, Madam Wardo, Ankara de Coca, yen share a Kenny, a Japan, a announcing sema, a copy movie, my serious affair. A judgment aba make us say, a Kennedy Japan, also to meet here $18 million. Yes, sounds so. I
hear you. Damasemi, what they call the same court Ghana. Bibi answer. No, what do they judge now? Who is some also of announce because announce no. No, okay, can some or your murderer or ye. What they call Supreme Court, you know. One of the justices, no, Chief Justice Supreme Court, you can some judge in the car, no. On yet, on you don't Justice Kulundi. Kada some judge, okay, no, you don't condemn. And in another judicial, what standard of declaring on defamation on higher than us, no. You have to prove defamation. When you're the academic, why can't send it to you? That's the litmus test. It's an eye opener for all of us. The systems of Ghana, no. Why there are other jurisdictions, no? Oh, yeah, Juma, no, yes, easy. Oh, yeah, Juma. No quarrel. Impedeka. In terms of saying, making view. Since ya, Mama Tinda will share program being what I had some Manana over Bunkunta, only 18 million or times 5. Got 5 cases, not 5 demands. Got the 80 or other punitive damage. You be bad account. Hey, seriously, very serious.
Exchange rate of 15 cities. 18 million and I'm 270 million times 5. Times 5. Campaigns kako. Nti yembo na yenchira manfora.
What's that will be there?
Campaigns kako.
Ninya County or there, President Mahama, or reset this country. Because as in work of the world over, the effort the 2 judgments together, no other jurisdiction, America or 4 people, you can say the epitome of justice. Ramadama ruling now. Or there, what is going on? A very serious indictment on us. Maybe ruling lawyers na what the judge, you know, the jury. Jury people, common people na workers are panel of jury. Anybody member, citizens. If they have given that judgment, most of them when judges, when lawyers, now we give that. They show me. Make sure the system can you also bring these things on board. My confidence.
I think say be had about
it's rather unfortunate there. Our power, one more power. I have water chairman as a customer. They actually or they ebu
evidence
because power was a power absolutely corrupt. Absolutely. When your power no feel that they are untouchable. Otuma Osha President Mahama Roba, Otumo Trebia Arape, a Ketama, Osme, Wunkun Cranfo, Wunku, Ebiani, Inclini, and Yaibeni, which I will call why they were about discipline in a happy before walk out mass for police station. Hawaii, Yamisu. Yemi on there, Yemi on there at the proper time. No, Obama Nensado, Sisi Nensado. Martin was in there, or from his try. I got his try. And Yanja and so on pursue illegal on pursue because candidates 80 million a day. 80 million a day. Now that's the question is what miska.
That's the question.
You are Obani Yamu from Obano was society now. No, I isn't kakra.
Asampana.
But we are from more. No, but there was society now. Now, why no, I do. Now you fash it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. True. Oh, yeah, serious. Very serious. Scanning me.
But my conversion is 270 million times 5. 1,350,000,000 Ghana cedis.
Dama kawi inda bompay na unyanku
obafata mahawim o serious
eda because who be bafa
I know
it's a lesson for all of us. All the judicial system, everybody as a country, we need to sit down and reset.
Okay.
Very, very important. Over to you, Attorney General.
Okay. Mama Browser. And about that, Christian Shama, ain't you?
Nicholas, one was a Mayeka. And now be you packing the courts, giving wrong judgment. Baokoka, our Ghana. I'm say. Eyemiya ndra metis asemi. Number 1, ye Gugana ni nyine masi. Because this is the same case and senior kayen. And I try o Ghana court. And I judge jina homo. In some o kani nyinani o kandi gu anas ho fin. Na eye MPP for bin mu de. Ana not MPP we de enye party asem. Eye Honorable Kennedy Japan supporters there say wako court no na judge no say anas a terrorist and I say mahu de bia nsema ye ka ye ni guase ekodu Chief Justice Eniyebua hwesenia time papa iti akonja so ono kra ye Chief Justice kra obi allegation on who say on man $5 million on our Jinuska. President Abdisafshe Obia Susu Nyano Bekasa Udia Sem Kokota 90 ne Susu Azwani 907050 ne Susu Azwani Ghana focus senya ya mamu ana court nsem esi kono muma yenhwe ni yo and those who wield power send their kind, they know that anytime Ube say une people need crowd ya bro say for asem no fa court. For asem no fa court.
Ontiasi afa court.
Fa court. And you be say na dey be crowd na modua wo court ho a eye body na bank de bia for asem no court, for asem no court. Because court ya na do park ye no watasi nipa onim say omudi asem no ba omba no foolish case no watasi omatu ho. Enu na esi ha sese enye omani nyina ni guase ani o omani nyina ye ni guase ani se ye tie tumi di defamation case ba enu ye didu send ya pesa didi nipa odi asem no ba atem o ye terrorist ni se ena nipa won se akoda bi u hye sa next time adi obeye no one will be, you see it is like eagle. Anas took Kennedy Japan to he Anas comfort zone. To say eagle. Also, order former. We ain't with now account. Now I say no true. Do get to that? Say eagle more was at the core sky. So now what? That is what has happened right now. Look at this. You see, Georgia would be a same way with Ghana. In case say ye shenu suna ne seka susu ye be ma Canada Japan fanko tuakawe because you left the substantive case one ye research wo ho amfiti semwa amawanya no kra no na so betra o na wo ye say say one be anasi dia sem na kodo me fa we su nyanwe ba me tia Honorable Sorogo no frɛ me pa
senior
chama
Wednesday si otaba fasting I'm 19 days
Honorable Sorogo akakakra na wa we why
okay say judge bi aroba
yes
judge go you for transfer judge
oh yes
nyama
otumi gina ho didi judges atem High Court, Supreme Court, and country and found. Yeah, some sa jai. Mania, we say, one say, we say jai, Nehama, Honorable Kennedy Japan. Time or Parliament. Now for Parliament. Honorable Hobart, Honorable 2 minutes, any hobby. Say, Emra or say, we have video or Kruma, every Parliament, police, do what you want to mention. You get it right. That's a say. Almost from honorable, but police betting action because 2 minutes at this abba from into Mumayan Fansia at dear Ghana for penny for Muosika. Ufize o dia obian to me nyaofi. Ebia baby akoda bi du bekon. Obema hu achiru wankasa. Say to me just as kai African and Japan in China. In the presidential campaign says Ghana sa. So one we touch them we need empty who they are ambition also. Do you get it right?
Yes.
And that is what we should learn. We should learn a lot of lessons from this. By Yamia, say Ghana, yasa guye justice system in Nimasi. Because you confess a judgment on this particular defamation case. And they compare America there. On say, Omukachira say, so we come from Ghana for Omukachira say if you rumor, they are right. Because these are things that are very, very clear. As I say, by Munia Opoku Michao, Sister Maggie Michao, and I go see the driver, or see Timmy Power, trick up at or call. Okay,
yeah, better massive. Let me call sir, Medimosis Clinic and Herbal Center, some in control, sir. Or the Medimosis Garlic capsules, Abedramine, some Medimosis Garlic capsules, and this is a routine here. Open so improve blood circulation, emoji to dear food sunny year, or be awesome in Sanamina 833, and Nancy Achemi. But your cholesterol level, and open drip between a check Yamawa, and Medimosis garlic capsules and make count for the amount. South and Yama be on bony pedrian per so yin in every hole who boost immune system no. Now for your general will be in the American for Medimosis garlic capsules at the amount. Will you be a bed ball palm be a to me acco and kind. Medimosis garlic capsules and you know Ghana half an a herbal. Ansan pharmacy licensed chemical shops in Okwa won't be to me Medimosis a garlic capsules in a bit. South on a pacho bebre, walk hospital dia a Medimosis a prostate a disorder, South on sexual weaknesses, a Robema no bar why AAO problems, South on hypertension, diabetes, sciatica, typhoid, a fever, malaria, a stroke, STI, a young boy. You Ansana, me pacho saya re how I would win chimo e Medimosis clinic on bebo papa saso no more dental clinic ho o more dentist obon ho mbodi into person white na we say me pacho be to say we fellow say but we do we person do we no we do any chimo Medimosis garlic Medimosis clinic on bebo papa be etimi akonkan e we ma cha kwa dental bar opposite the police station saso na AES building inside Ghana Highways Authority yard Accra Ministries who be home ho a Jacob opposite school for the deaf and sana Kumasi Hima Kokobe Santa So Boaso Quine so moho 0244 068 447 Noni Medimosis for ending common power specialist herbal hospital Dr. Akosi Eduya or some country say yare friend a hepatitis A B C D and E oba ho metumi abo fatty liver and sciatica nine and I will send him pain obombe all sayim crew compo and a fibro ne hawa may come for power specialist herbal hospital at the amount with the area running a combe bopa Kumasi branching of Yase a Bosumchi road Mitchell Lake Bosumchi opposite Jesbro filling station Accra branching of Kwabenya Pukwasi ACP Quine so Sasuna Eta Crowded branch on Anaji Estate adjacent Anaji MA Primary School from where was 0244544422 and 0200 383831 now we know more in D and come on. Ex natural mineral water when you be no me American for the amo ex natural mineral water a yensu amuda hokrogen na yensu ono na de kwanche thirst nti sense comedy odi American for ex natural mineral water e the amo obetumi ase parties ase family celebration occasion bi ase ebium ex natural mineral water akola to minom penny to minom oba to minom abofra to minom obi bia between ano ex natural mineral water mineral water you 350 ml and then I say ball no your 500 ml na so 750 ml and here mansu nso you pebi etu akoton no pebi akoton ana wakono ebusia akonom no bako for any chim XYZ broadcast ya himfia ha ye wo su ababrese street oba edan kesi no oba ha ya obehu eye depo kesi a ukaso opa kan Robert ana Bob opa Chelsea pa uhuna dudu bi opese otu koton no bebo bi sa so na woko Melcom mobi aso a unse betumi akebi ato frɛ 0596273546 0596273547 X natural mineral water say simply natural. Victory garlic mixture na medru so obi ho anana come bone peperi wa hu se wakome how we see beating abnormal unsane wo nan ayetitriti eya na woni so ayekusukusu make am for victory garlic mixture e dey amon e improve blood circulation make sure say e bo mo moja ni dey frusane wo yare unyare e victory garlic mixture na make am for e dey amon ye papa enye na organa for na bebia to adrobia wo woni chimo e okan she kins walk heba do be open so sabetumi akabi frequency for an doctor dey dre babate wo 02012938280 and 0242545633 na oni impenifo enkasa me pa cho bebre Easter na boba weekendi enche begu chiriria no bi oso ni ebusuafo no wadofo mu pese mu ye birthday mo ko honeymoon bi enne eche say celebration bi ambetumi akoye no ho ye for Safari Valley Eco Resort Safari Valley Eco Resort me honorable say wow it is enze wakohoda ewo Okre district ho no dura woni bagiye papa ye resort papa wudru ha wankasa hu say we dey a 4-star forest lodge resort we do a serene escape surrounded by a flora and near me be a bema we need to me ajepade make am for a Safari Valley Eco Resort diamo and why in town for any aji ekozu yezu so kokra mbwani bi o hu me pa cho bebre we need to Safari Valley Eco Resort we be hu a antelope mara mbwa ho bebre nankasa we be hu mo ho bebi obeda accommodation I just say more rooms and one castle because Kendi Kolasikai more restaurants or what no to be obedidi near dear more canal be obete BBC canon no name waterfalls near just say we do in general electrical cars and vehicles would say me no diaconabano nina say when you answer the catcho to no dofu be weekend the move to me achim was Safari Valley Eco Resort na just a BBA to me conkai private swimming pools are ruina nina bi ho to any chim na bibia into conkai Safari Valley Eco Resort na bibia into conkai mo for reservation for 0596 914394 0596 914394 na udwoni achimo Safari Valley Eco Resort na bibia etumi akonkan mamensan Emra Studios na yendin komo kakra efano galamsey fight and so dia em say yensuye ko bayina sane mani na bika ho uko fifi banto manka de be sure de igwe na so at say water shortage na koso ina galamsey ya ni meka ho His Excellency John Dramani Mahama me feel say fight no e be hia say yina na e be ya famu de e de abo galamsey fight
Galamsey ode today ekrubia otawuna onkoda
enyim ne chenchene kakra edu we enyima
Twitter onkoda look
okay
you promise that you be take certain measures
correct
now since the measures are you taking among for one and we pay harsher measures because we do know or then you take very drastic measures. First and foremost, Dama Galamsey, Esha is there discussing. But maybe because at least for the next 2-3 years, mining whether Newmont to whether one no, young band, you freeze for a while. After all, Sky in Ghana, as a nation, you know, Dama, you go dim.
Okay.
Now, say a budget, you increase it by 2% or go 3%. And for Uncle Osa, for other countries, war natural resources, war extractive industries. Was Zimpa. He has the 3%. 3% that was no be
Hey, serious. We dream I want to say.
In a year suffer from the degradation of the forest. Yeah, water so or say. Even the course. The question is the question is that Ganam said Abam for soon or the man. Code I to Abam for soon or the man. Akufo-Addo 8 years Untuma resolve. MPP for what's there 65 days a year be your friends of I'm saying measures are here take is here. It's a double about support and or poo message or poo. So today take drastic measures. But they take drastic measures. And first and foremost, how many excavators over Ghana, other minister for lands and natural resources. First, all there take steps to take inventory of excavators over her, and then we should locate where these excavators are, because excavators over Tamahaba no Ofiba and
Sanity.
It is as you the number of excavators over Chroma. We can find it. Now, if you locate baby, if you locate in Kofa, was it dama excavators in the bay? You try the head of the snake offer, Taylor. We have these problems. Make sure you take it ad hoc measure. Until we know the number of excavators in Kwabe Chroma, usage. Are able to identify your forest areas because and since you identify the excavators one anapa oyejumo and for be adano and watching who is there to police them at that time of the night. And tell me, listen, there we must take drastic measures. Your opposition. At least young manifesto Minister of Lands and Mineral Resources or implement because Dama river
river gas
blue water. Some papa so is that can you solve the problem? Well, there was some of the forest when I was forest when you know forest commissioner they can't even engage because we're calling Galamsi okita AK-47 okita machine guns
also guts
or it's you use drastic measures to stop this I know I wanna hear for river gas it true it be pump AK-47 for me either we declare war on Galamsey. See if you are not able to nip this in the bud, MPP what the budget support what has important democratic program now we blame NDC for there here NDC for the young crofo why galamsey CCI. Now when they will push will push narrative no about what to hear the NDC for the here galamsey. And we can't allow the name of President Mahama to be dragged into the mud. It's very, very important. It's as I hear, you know, or there, when you want to, they should take drastic measures. Yeah, Dama, a say cosmetic measures. We will take drastic measures. But if you are not able to name this galamsey in the border, it will come back to hunters. Seriously, it will come back to hunters. Me face that good. Me face that good. Now young kofuna, what's the NDC funa? What you galamsey no? It is about time we engage them and probably find alternative means of employment for them. Sure. Echo. Western region. You tie factory.
Bonsa.
You glass factory. Why don't you go and revive these industries?
Still no one number fita crowd de quarter kwa bonsa usa machines ni more revamp
we have to go and revamp and create alternative employment for the boys.
You bet me grass factory
grass factory
because a bonsa ties a crowd enemy na a grill ne wa rubber estate opposite
you go plantations now.
Yes,
you can create jobs for them.
Why not?
We can even double it for them to encourage them to go and work there. But if you don't find alternative means, we will continue to be fighting this galamsey. This here topic, galamsey, wash as MPP, they've started. And we shouldn't allow President Mahama to take any flack on this galamsey issue. One of that no one yet won't take hardcore measures. Hardcore measures. Because you have manifesto here, you better take hardcore measures. In the matter today, Minister of Lands, why revoke all the license of small scale miners? That's the first step. In the one
for process, or say you more licenses.
Why revoking?
Was a party member, party a constituency chairman, I said that the community mining be at no more bogum.
So all those other issues, serious 24/7, 24/7, to make sure that we nip this Nebad once and for all. But we can't continue to take this galamsey into the next election. We cannot. Because for one year show, and 1 year show, what shall I say? 65 days. What shall I say? Well, they're not giving a briefing space.
So now, happy game.
Very much so.
Yes.
Very much so. We have to up our game. Very much so. We have to up our game. Or there you boy, you up our game. Very, very important. Very, very important. What's a National Democratic Congress? The Congress is if you are no by, if you are no by, if you are no by. Into Congress. No, yeah, no, somebody must put his foot down. Somebody must put his foot down. No, because MPP, they claim we know how to win elections, we don't know how to govern. For the first time, or there chairman there, we can govern.
Mera say chairman emeritus Joseph Adekoka na yetene kanu mamun congratulate DCOP Miss Lydia Yakot Donko on the session oye new director general de CID and madam baby obiano
and the first regional Greater Accra region.
Yes
I know Greater Accra
and see
Madam President Mahama watching 2016 or 2020 demonstration
yes
demonstration electoral commissioner.
Yeah.
What the thing your boys be? In my police Greater Accra region. That one I mean because Omar President Mahama Igwa Motna Hon because the commander at that time on pedal President Mahama name Kra.
Ayasamo.
On Chebe na Mahama na the what transfer any fee.
Yes.
What transfer? It's a lawyer me. What transfer any fee?
And see, congratulate to DCOP Miss Lydia Yako Donko, the new Director General, the CID. More congratulations, Papa. So I be a criminal investigation, a department, mobile Juma Bibia, it's me, Ako and kind. Congratulating now, the new GIP, Mr. Christian Tete Unu, Osia Boa Basso, Ura police in 1985. 40 years in it. Wafa ranks in name into only police no baby in service with integrity in Bayejma. Not police phones our body be brain or so better. Also black it's the eternal. Mammy Brown swear. Now for you, Mammy more 2 minutes. I'm ready to you.
Oh, 2 minutes.
In that year.
And we do and 2 minutes. I am about 2 minutes. Never can say Galamsey, Juman, Mobia, and Yakuma. Say no. According to say MPP for Dede Abrosu. So they want to prevent. Yes, they want to prevent NDC and the minister from taking pragmatic steps. Omo pese nkandenu yen faso dia fo ni na nkoti se yeni Ghana for muti hono ye kwa kuna pepe tena ose usukan. First of all, we must cater for the youth from our area ho, because omwa no muta ko Galamsey pit no. But they say no, we are stopping the Galamsey, so we need to involve them in this blue water guard. Na busu miso no muso anya bibi kakra. And no catch them say on jai sa Galamsey juma obeja because they are going there for deliberate.
Now my question is say blue water guard e be anu omo there.
No, why do you have to arm them?
Because
they are intelligence gatherers.
Okay, yeah,
Mami Nkachiro say, "Uko community bi mukura." You need somebody who can speak the language of the people. Who do be free mikrum? Edi ko hosanko fight Galamsey. So you need the people on the ground, the natives. So that is what we should be knowing.
Okay.
Omusi man for this research, you bet you na eswimu. Enya nso no museya. So you must know how to swim. That's right. So those are the issues. Intinu mi wajide pass ebeye. MPP formu shoot and kill. Who shoot to kill ya? Ghana ni na who shoot no. Do that right. And then the MPP, the same MPP will say you are killing the Ghanaians just because of their deliberate. Let us train them to give them deliberate. And then we will arrest those who are doing that job. Officers and Kande releasing all the military people from the 37 say, let us go to mining areas to shoot and kill. But this battle will end just one day. But we have to move pragmatically. Nipa or ye Galamsey or ye Ganani. Akoda Osman say onko ye Galamsey or ye Ganani. Ye na tumi kraye. Tumi nu ye kran sen. Yen fankun Ghana for na one be tuaba. In MPP form do mukoko na pai. Na de bia mu ye de to say o tibia suru na de na NDC I say hwinyan say we are going to fight Galamsey. Mecha nyabutre na mincha ne papa kwa de na so ban tisa.
Honorable Kowanim.
Honorable minia holo tu mecha pa na mi yiri ankasa mama Judith. Mecha pa me sure say we sirika cry.
Okay, Mama Vanchia Kesema, Sophie de Glamo, Sophia Young, and no big sister, Ufi Yukaba, Madam Monica Young, Memomunia Kwaba, Umofran Princess, and Equia Munano, yes, Moshe, Ichiamo Papa, Maminda Chairman Emeritus, Chairman Joseph. Kovna Adekuka Papa former NDC chairman Greater Accra Regional Chapter so na a former MP de ma a boom in the Uti region Honorable Daniel Kusia Shama Kukudami na me no mudi Jume me amidi Jume de Hochiami ye from King Nicholas who the chief driver kan wana we kumikra nyame amba ye was saying share that for have a wonderful evening.